I'm always loath to stop this song. I really love it. Oh, audio bars are looking good. Grim Dawn is moving. And we have pasty white guy recognition software online. By these things combined, we are Muckluck Streams. I am your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Muckluck. Welcome, everyone. As Digital Math Hop-Up fades to black. Man, this is the most activity I've ever seen in here before I even went live. Mr. Skaith, Hurrytron, Josh Dog calling me Tim Cruise. Welcome, welcome. We are picking up where we left off yesterday. Hold on, let me adjust this a little bit so that I can see my chat better. With our now level 95 Hardcore Summoner. Will we hit 100 tonight? Will we die trying and cry ourselves to sleep this evening? Find out today on Muckluck Streams. I stayed on Grim Dawn for like 10 minutes yesterday after I closed the stream out. And I was working on this. Look at those resistances. 80 is the cap in this game, by the way. 80, 85 thanks to an item. 80, 83 thanks to an item. 80, 45. That's actually really high for stun. Stun is hard to come by. These are the only two bad ones. Vitality Resist and Ether. But looking pretty good. The screen hasn't changed? Looks like it froze. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna open up the stream on my second monitor here so I can see it.
Ajax, here's to a good stream.
Hold on. Chrome is opening. Okay. Yep, I see it. Oh, it was on your... Okay, you know what? I'm fine with that. You know, I'm grateful to have people here to tell me when stuff goes down. Hey, and hello, Ajax. Announcing his presence as always. 10 bits, dude. That's 10 days worth of vanilla Ajax. We're getting the Ajax DLC today, not that EA Games Ajax. Thank you, my friend. Supporting the stream. Dude, I had one day in my early time streaming when Baby Muck was streaming, and I streamed for like 45 minutes, and someone, you know, I had like no viewers, and someone came in and was like, dude, it's just a black screen. And I was like, what? And I opened up Twitch on my other computer. I can't leave it open because my CPU cap's out, and it was just a black screen for the game with my picture in the corner talking. For like, I had 45 minutes of recorded footage of that, and I was just like, oh my god. So I'm grateful for that. Oh, and then there was another time where I was talking and I sounded like a fax machine. It was like super robot for some reason. So it is appreciated. Even if you're lying to me. Alright. So, like I said, I did a lot of work on my resistances yesterday. Did I finish... I'm still not done with Malmoth. I really want Malmoth to get the 100% XP potion, but I don't... I know you get some Malmoth resistance rep when you are over here, but... Hurry, Tron. Thank you for the biddies. Appreciate it. But I don't know how much. I don't know if it's worth it to run over in this area trying to get 1,000 more rep to get the double XP potion, or if I should just go and keep fighting stuff as normal. Okay. I think we need to head way on over here and continue toward Fort Icon. Biddies for titties! I'm not that fat. What shirt? Oh, I got my World of Warcraft fanboy shirt on today. Alright, hold on. I gotta remember how to play this game before I get killed. You remind me of Chris J, who comes in here and throws one bit at me and just goes, he's like, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, you whore, and just makes the gift play over and over and over. And I'm like, I'm sort of uncomfortable with this. Magic the Gathering? Oh, man. Primal Spirit, come here. Kill the stuff. Okay, never mind. The bird killed it all. Oh, man. Oh, my camera won't reach over there. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I've got, like, a dozen binders on my shelf over to my right. And a few cases. I have not played the game in, like, a decade, but I have a very strong early Magic the Gathering collection. I was really into it, like elementary, middle, high school. I think I played from like 4th edition up until like Urza Saga, Urza's Destiny. Well, if I'm Tom Cruise, my friend, I am immortal, so it doesn't matter. But if I'm not, I just turned 33. Dude, I've got tons of rare cards. I've been playing the game on and off since 4th edition. Yeah, got quite a few. Now, if your next question is going to be like, do you have what is it? A Mox or a Black Lotus? I don't have one of those. Have you ever played PoE? I don't know if you mean Path of Exile or Pillars of Eternity, but either way, yes. And if you clarify which one you mean, I will give you the muckluck opinion of it. Ah, I clicked the Roiling Blood. Did you see that precision clicking, guys? That's why I don't play Fortnite, right there. Kill the non-believers. I want the Pillars hot take. Okay. So, I started playing Pillars of Eternity. And I was going through it, and first I thought it was way too easy, okay? And so I cranked up the difficulty to the pretty much like near max or max. And at that point, the fights felt right. Like they were challenging, but I was still doing it. However, the game has this thing where you get a camping logs. And it's like, when you are out of combat, you can rest, just like in any D&D game, but you can only rest if you have a camping log. And you use it to make a campsite, blah, 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 blah. As you turn up the difficulty, you can carry less logs. When you run out of logs, you cannot rest. You have to go to town, buy new logs, then go back to the action. This game also does not have anything similar to Town Portal, okay? So what would happen, and there's a dungeon called the Endless Paths of something newer. Let's call it Endless Paths. And the dungeon is like, a floor, down, a floor, down, a floor, down. It's like 15 floors deep. And every like 5 to 10 floors, there's a quick passage that leads up to town that's unlocked. Now, going through this place, like once per floor, I would need to rest. I'm playing on the top difficulty. But every 2 rests, I would have to go and there's a loading screen for every level, all the way back up to the top, quick travel to town, run to a merchant, buy 2 logs, run to the edge of town, quick travel back to the dungeon, loading screen, loading screen, loading screen, and it would take like 5 minutes every time I had rested twice. And it drove me bananas, and I got like 40 hours into the game, and I could not finish it. I loved the customization. I loved the game in combat. I could not get past that resting system. Now, that said, so I never finished it. I didn't. I restarted it again later, and once again, I got hung up on that and I couldn't finish it. That said, I heard that when they made the Pillars of Eternity Deadfire, that they did away with the camping log system. So I thought about just buying Deadfire and playing that. However, I read on the forums, a lot of people are like, hey, do I need to play the first one to understand the second? And the consensus on the forums was a resounding yes. They're like, you will get so much more out of this game if you finish playing the first one. Okay, fine. I tried the first one again, got like 10 hours in. I was like, I cannot get past this mechanic. And if I want more camping logs, I have to turn the game down to easy, and then I just feel like I'm just walking through the park, and it felt stupid to me playing it on that easy a difficulty. So here we are. So, Deadfire, I never played. It could be fantastic. The first one, I loved it, other than that part of it, which was a huge C block for me. Path of Exile? I love Path of Exile. For those of you that have played it, you guys know I love summons. I often play a Witch and then subclass into Necromancer when they do new seasons. I occasionally will play a Templar or a Marauder and do totems. And I love the game. I really, really do. I'm a big fan of Summon Raging Spirit. For those that haven't played it, Summon Raging Spirit is... You summon like a little flaming skull, and it lasts like 10 seconds, and it goes flying out to the nearest enemy and starts biting them. And it flies, so it will go over obstructions that block walking mobs. Shepherd's Call, level 23. But the thing is you can have like 10 Raging Spirits out if your casting speed is up high enough. So it's like, it's a summoner spam skill. Like, other classes are going Fireball, Fireball, Arrow, Arrow. You're doing Summon Raging Spirit, Summon Raging Spirit, and you're just got swarms of flaming skulls zipping around, auto-targeting things. And if there's another mob within, like, a screen of the last mob that they were fighting, they will move on to it. And they will sometimes go, like, 3 screens ahead of you, clearing stuff out and attacking things, and it's fantastic. I think... they are one of the best pet AIs for, like, an aggressive pet I've seen in any game. So, I love Path. The one time I started streaming it, I was still a fairly young streamer. A new season had just come out. I didn't have many followers, and a new season came out, and I was streaming, and I... hardly got any views because, Path's a very popular game, so I was probably like on page 10,000 on the Twitch page or something. So after like 3 days, I went back to streaming Divinity, I think it was at the time, where I was actually seeing some growth on the channel. As I've said before, my fun when I game on Twitch is from 2 things. Am I having fun on the game, and is it growing the channel in some way, shape, or form? If it meets both those criteria, I'm a happy muck. I have Pillars of Eternity, the first one. I started a new character in PoE. Right on. I did an R-Master Raging Spirit. I've done similar. I've got over 1,000 hours in Path of Exile, and I've not beaten the Shaper. Now, here's the thing. Like, the big streamers, when they're, like, endgame Path, like, every time they click the mouse, a whole screen's worth of stuff dies, and they teleport to the next screen. I've never had a build that, like, hardcore. I love the summons and stuff, but they are kind of like this. Like, I'm moving at this speed right now, which for this game is normal. For Path, it's slow. So I think that's part of the reason people just don't like watching me. On Path, at least. So I dabbled in the new season, Delve, which has an endless dungeon. Like, a truly endless dungeon. It's like Greater Rifts, but you just keep going deeper into the earth. And... It's crazy, and I loved it. But I really only have time to dabble in anything other than what I'm streaming on the weekend. Because it's like, come home, eat dinner, spend like less than an hour with my wife and kid, put the kid to bed, and then I stream every weekday night. Alright. Oh, which boss is this? There's that music. Karaz, the Sigil of Cthon. What is this? Bloodthorn Curse. Reducing resistances. Oh, Vitality resist had gone down. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna be tryharding right now. I know this guy has a, "This isn't my final form!" Body blocking pets. Thalnosh the Unraveler. Go Wendigo! Yo, look at the pet's health bars just bouncing around from Wendigo Totem. Oh, what? Oh, my Fiend Flesh boots procced. That's what it is. Not moving an inch. Briarthorn has aggro because the Ishtak procced. That's perfect. I'm just refreshing all my stuff every time it wears off. Excellent. Mythical Notched Bone of 1,000 Deaths. I have 5k and I've never done Shaver. I'm playing a Templar Holy build using Smite, Holy Relic, Herald of Purity, Herald of Thunder. It looks so good. That sounds like something I could get behind. What's my day job? I'm basically like tier 1 tech support for some specific products. Like my company sells some products, which I won't go into because I want to avoid all chances of someone trolling my day job. And basically if you buy one of those products and you have a problem with it and you call in for tech support, I'm one of the people on the phones. Mythical Barrelsmith Salvo. I'm thinking this is Demolitionist. Duelist, look at the bottom. Mastery of 2-gun combat. Interesting. I didn't even know you could dual wield guns in this game. Or maybe either you can or you only can when you have that. I don't know. They did a lot of changes for the Templar class on PoE. I know they did a lot of tweaks for all of them. I know that in the season that just came out, Delve, Templar and Witch have summoner nodes, like right that they can get from like level 2, leading to the first main node, and those didn't used to be there. Man, my throat is really scratchy right now. My kid is a little under the weather, and I think I might be catching whatever bug he's got. One of the cons to living with other people, someone gets sick, you pass it around in circles for a while. Can I heal through this? This is making me nervous. Let's back up a touch. Primal Spirit just wore off. Wake me up before you windy go-go. Puns! And we're getting toward those creepy stories of the people that lured the pedophiles to eat them. Dell was amazing. Thought it was listening to the bloated content, but it's not. Okay. It wasn't bad, but the only Path of Exile season I didn't love was the Pokemon season, Bestiary, where you captured monsters with nets. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, it was kind of like a chore, but then when you gathered a bunch of them and you could force craft a unique item, I suddenly loved the season. And then it was like, okay, whatever again. But Breach, the Abyss, like, I really remember those. I actually got, on Path of Exile, I got a Witch, I think, to hardcore level 80, I want to say? 80-something. I think maybe like 83, and then I died. But I remember I got the achievement for a hardcore 80. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bloodlines. That was pretty good too. I think I liked Breach more. I think Breach might have been my absolute favorite, but Bloodlines was good. I'm never disappointed when I do a map that has Bloodlines on it. I guess birds of a feather die together, Agent Lev. Yeah, I do love Path. I just don't play it as, like... My preferred character type never moves through levels as fast as, like, the top people. So I think that, people looking for someone to watch for, like, I want to watch a really good Path streamer right now. I don't make the cut. because my preferred method is just like a slow bulldozer. With a swarm of burning skulls. Scrap. I need to transmog this helm. I don't like the appearance. That's very important. There's a mana pot, second one of the night. Alright. I thought this was the fort where you can go left to fort, getting the ashes. But I guess that's the next fort. I never follow my like to do builds. It's fun for me just because build clears. I almost, like, occasionally I do the totem guy, but I almost always do a witch, do summoning, which, whether you're a specter summoner, a zombie summoner, or a raging spirit summoner, you know, your build, or summon skeletons, the talents you pick, like the first 50 out of like 1,000 talents you pick, are the same. So I often just go witch, start getting the generic summoning talents, and then based on the gear I find, I will specialize into one of them. There was one season I was a golemancer. For anyone who doesn't play Path, you don't even get to summon golems to like level 30 or 40. And the golem, you can have one golem out at a time. And there's gear, these really, really, really rare gems. It's like, one of them's like doubles your golem's life, and one's like increases their damage, one's like increases their speed. But if you get all three of the gems, you can sacrifice them to, in return, get a gem that goes, you can have one additional golem for each of the gems that you just sacrificed that you have. And then if you get more of those original gems, you can have like 5, 6, 7 of these super powerful golems, and of course they're getting powered up by each of the gems, and it's insane. So that was really fun, but it's like, it's one of those builds that you can't really even get it started till you're like level 80, and the max level's 100. And you gotta have like crazy amounts of gear, which is either luck or a lot of trading. I'll say one thing, I don't like trading with people much in Path. Like, there's not an auction house. There's this website people use called PoE Trade to arrange their trades, which is fine. But it's a little bit of a chore and work. And so I sometimes will play solo self-found. Not because I don't want to play multiplayer with people, but just because I don't want... I can be like, oh yeah, I haven't been lucky enough for that item to drop, and I don't have to feel guilty about not trading. Did you try Dom below this league? I only got to like level 20 or so. I played last Saturday, no, sorry, Saturday before that with a friend of mine for a while. So I did not really try anything this league, yeah. Oh, hold on, I can't look away. The stuff hurts. Okay. I played Strength Witch. I have done that once. A Strength Witch, what was it? There's a unique helmet called the Baron, and it says, your pets now scale with your strength, and for every 300 strength you get, you can have an additional zombie out. Yep. Yeah, during my brief time trying to stream PoE, I was streaming a solo self-found Hardcore Witch, and I got to like level 30, and it was the league. I'm gonna describe it to you guys. You would go back in time and kill people in a pyramid and alter the construction of it. Then you would do the pyramid in present day, and it would be different based on who you left alive in the old when you went back in time. Thank you, Incursion. I did that, and I got to the peak of the pyramid, and I popped. I didn't know what was about to happen. And then I was like, okay, and I made a softcore character, and I had in the title, like, we'll share map trials, you know, and trying to use that, to lure people in to watch the stream. Hey, Chemical Braids, good to see you again. And, yeah, like I said, I think I just wasn't clearing fast enough for people's enjoyment. But I do know of at least one other streamer that's successful, and he bounces, like, he plays Path when new leagues are out, and he plays Grim Dawn when there's not new content in Path, so might be something I can try down the road when I'm a little more established. Don't want to scare people off by changing too much. And these guys have some serious hit points. I keep sacrificing pets for more auras, and I've just got so many buffs now, so it's like, the Primal Spirit is now like 50% of my total damage output. So it's kind of like just survive the narrow window when he's not out, and then unleash him over and over. Are you going to go back to PoE? I mean, not in the near future, but if people... Again, if people were willing to watch it, I would happily stream it. I have a like I said a minute ago, going back to that, I have a slight concern that people would be like, "Man, this guy's playing a Raging Spirit. The Arc Totem build is the fastest clear speed this league. Reprehensible behavior." So, and I'm just like, well, this is what I like to play. So there's a little bit of a fear of that for me. But yeah, I would love to play League. Not League of Legends. The current League of Path of Exile, if people were also interested in watching it. Oh, word. I know there's a few people here that have asked me to do Titan's Quest. And I'm thinking maybe, like, on one day I'll have, like, Retro Wednesday or something like that, where I will try Titan's Quest out on stream. I would probably title the stream, like, would a Grim Dawner like Titan's Quest? And I would just leave it in the Grim Dawn section and just see what the response is. And if it's good, I might finish a playthrough of the game. If it's terrible, then I wouldn't. Or I would do it off air, because I would want to see the whole game on my own time. I've played like 5 hours of Titan's Quest at this point, and it's very enjoyable. I like it. But if it's not... If I'm going to have, like, 0 viewers, I would play it off air. Oh, yeah. I totally will play what I enjoy, but I will play something I enjoy that viewers enjoy also while I'm on air. I'll play stuff I enjoy that viewers don't enjoy while I'm off air. I'm actually... Titan's Quest was new to me. I didn't know Titan's Quest existed. I just never came across it until very recently. So I got it and Titan's Quest Ragnarok, which came out late last year, at the same time on a Twitch Steam sale. This buff from the Relic is amazing, by the way. The plus critical damage is really noticeable on the Primal. Alright. Target this one, get him out of my face. Okay, now hit whatever you want. The armor, oh, it's armor, that's what it is. So the Primal's been critting for like 27, 45k. Look at the crits on that guy. They were like 9k and 15k. That's what the Yetis are taking so long for. They've got to have really high physical armor. That's what it is. I wasn't sure if it was physical or lightning resistance, because my damage is kind of split between those two things right now. Oh yeah, I hit 96! Hype! Let's put another point there. We're up to 12% additional physical resistance with this. And what else? Oh, physique. Yeah, if I do this, I am 100... I'm 101% over the poison and acid resist cap. I think I forgot to take Blood of Dreeg into account when I was augmenting my gear last night. Because I got my poison and acid resist up to 85 without Blood of Dreeg. And I didn't need to do that. Hey, Care! Yeah, man, I wasn't just... I wasn't just trying to lie to get people to watch me again last night. I seriously have streamed every night and have not missed a night since, I think, May 26th. I have fallen in love with this hobby. Hold on, is there anything down there? You guys told me about so many secret areas last night, I'm like super paranoid now. I've played 500 hours of this game, and I'm like, I don't know if I've ever looked over here. Okay, it doesn't seem like it. Got Titan Quest on Nintendo Switch, also is pretty good. I don't own a Switch, so I just got it on PC. And at first I was like, and then I kind of voiced some problems with the game. I was like, it doesn't auto pick up gold, and I have to click every gold pile, which is annoying. And it's really slow. The areas are really long and far apart. And people are like, you can turn up the game speed, and also, if you tap the A key, it auto picks up all the nearby money. And that changed my world. What did we just get? We got a purple, friends. Okay, those two little tips from viewers changed it immensely. Wow. Plus 450% Frostburn damage. Plus 1 to all skills Shaman. Plus 2 to Nightblade. But it's a two-hander? I thought Nightblades used daggers. Shows how much I know. Lots of buffs to pets. Heart of the Winter King. 8 active energy cost. Cold. 20% more armor. Cold resist. Reduced freeze duration. Gives all pets cold damage. Double cold damage. Converts physical to cold damage. Offense. 20% more armor. Damn. You could make a whole build around this. You could just stack a whole bunch of physical damage on pets and then convert it to cold. That's interesting. I don't know what Veil of Shadow is. And I don't know, I mean, you could just be... Do you even need Shaman or Nightblade to make use of this thing? Not really. You could use this as any pet class. But Shaman does get +1 all skills, Nightblade gets +2, so they might get more out of it. Oh, no, Agent. I've played all of the Diablos. I started video gaming when D1 came out. Old man alert. But, yeah, it's just something I hadn't seen in years, so I was like, oh man, am I gonna have to do this again? There are a few... There are a few two-hand Nightblade builds. They're by far the minority. Veil's a Nightblade build. It's a debuff or a gacha. Yeah, I mean, Dungeon Siege 2, which I don't even remember how long ago that came out, even it had a little pet you could summon that would pick up the gold for you so you didn't have to. And that was like 20 years ago. Oh my gosh, 2 purples in like a minute. Love all those crafting mats too. Alright, what is this thing? Oh, wow. +2 to Bonds of Bismiel. That's pet health. All pets. +2 to Conjure Primal Spirit, my main source of damage. Shit ton of pet damage if I... Wow. That's amazing. Okay, I would lose 3 to Emboldening Presence. What is that doing for me right now? Offense, physical resist. But this thing would be a drastic buff to pets. And the +2 to Primal Spirit is huge. Let's try that out. So Primal is, let's look, 12,928 poison. Now it's 15,000. It went up by 3,000 damage. And I lost, like, let's say 13% physical resistance. I lost 1% physical resistance. Oh my gosh. I think I need to slap a mutated skill on this. Now, I know I have been drooling over this item since Vanilla Grim Dawn. I know unless they just recently changed it, you see where it says raise spirit, 30% chance on enemy death to summon spirits to aid you, which sounds awesome. It can only proc if I do the killing blow, not if your pets do the killing blow, which makes this item freaking weird because it supports pets. But even without that, it's an incredible item. All right, hold on. Do I have a mutated scale on me by chance? No, I don't. Okay, let me buff this up right now and throw the old gloves in the stash so that we can be that much tougher. Give me that good price. Do. But yeah, you want to talk like patience. Let's say your totem and wind spirit count as you, right? I'm not sure, because I've gotten items that say they scale with player damage bonuses. Okay, that first off. But the totem is for healing. It does garbage damage, because I didn't build it that way, and I have like no player damage on my person. I went all pet stats. That's not bad. This would be really good for a storm totem build. You guys see that? Minus 1.5 second to the recharge. That means you can spam it more. +1 to how many you can have out and double pet damage. A gun with +2 to raise skeletons. Talking about patience in video games, about like picking up gold. The first game I was addicted to for like a decade was EverQuest. And in EverQuest, here's this example of one of the most hardcore quests that was in that game. There was this offhand item called the Paw of Apollo, and it looked like a decrepit hand that you would hold in your offhand. It was like a caster, like this thing, as an offhand caster item. And the Paw of Apollo, the quest to get it, you had to get like this guy's stumpy hand, and you had to get these 4 magic rings for the hand. One of the rings, you go to this area, and there is a low-level dungeon, and there'd be like a rat or something in a specific spot. You kill the rat, and you sit there and you wait 10 minutes. And then there was like a 2% chance that a skeleton would spawn, and a 98% chance that the rat would respawn. If it wasn't what you wanted that spawned, you would just kill it and wait another 10 minutes. If the skeleton actually spawned, which was a freaking 2% chance, it had like a 10% chance of dropping the ring. Okay, so you would spend days sitting there killing whatever spawned every 10 minutes. You'd set like a timer and go watch TV. And when you finally got that ring, you had 3 more to get. That was one of the type of games that I grew up with. It was like, I loved my time in that game. I could not play a game like that again. Oh, I have to rip the augment off this to stash it. So yeah, I know that my Wind Spirit does not proc chance on hit stuff. I've tried it before. So I doubt it would proc that thing. Regardless, my Wind Spirit is level 4. It's level 1. It has +3 from items. So its damage is very poor, so it's going to be very rare that it gets a kill. There we go. Don't need that, but that's enough cleaning up for now. Okay, let's get back into the action. Boop. Okay. I've read the comment like 3 times now. I don't get what Skaith is saying about where are the oranges. Makarak no understand. I wish I could go ahead and drop these items in so that I don't have to carry them anymore. Booting up Grim Dawn, got the itch. We have corrupted Agent Love. Oh man. So what level's Primal now? 21 over 12. Oh my gosh. Yo. 19,800 poison damage when Shepherd's Call is procced. Haha. Such a beast. Ragrathar Rage Blood. Orange is the next year. Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, I know about legendaries. I straight up was thinking like the fruit when you said oranges. I was like, where are the oranges? We weren't talking about citrus. Did someone mention scurvy? Gangplank, perhaps? Oh my gosh, this guy lived through the entire duration of Primal Spirit wailing on him. Alright. Give me that loot. Give it to me, baby. I seen his aura. It was orange. Darkness. Oh, lag spike. What up? Calm down, computer. It's only Grim Dawn. You can handle it. I look forward to getting past the Yeti area. Their resistances are insane. What do you have so far? Good hipster defiler. I don't know. I just honestly, with 1 point in Hellhound, he would die all the freaking time. That's part of it. Like the Briarthorn dies periodically, and he has 91k health. 1 point into Hellhound would be a 36k health Hellhound. It would have a 1 pointer would have 1/3 of the hit points, and it would die a lot. I mean, maybe I'm making the wrong decision. I'm not sure, but it just seems like it would just be dying left and right. Okay, this is a dungeon we will get a quest for later, so I'm just gonna kill these guys and I'll come back here later. Wait, Tome of Korvac? Do I have the Korvac quest? No. Do I? Sacred Ashes. Is that Tome of Korvac? Fort Icon. No. Okay, no. That is a later thing. Ooh, Ether Cluster. The Hellhound does detonate on death, but if it's level 1, like, okay, level 1 Hellhound death damage, Jesus. Level 1 Hellhound death damage is a total of 1,200 damage. A melee hit from my Primal Spirit is 19,800 poison damage. Doesn't seem worth it for 1 point. Still have more health than a skeleton. I love skeletons. One of my way down the road desires for this stream, and it's a small thing, but my logo on here, the guy with the puppet strings, the artist that I paid, and I did pay an artist. I could have done it myself, but in the time it would have taken me to do it, I could have worked an hour of overtime at work and then paid an artist who was much more practiced to do it, so that's what I did. I paid an artist to do it, and I asked him to, like, I drew out a very rough sketch of it, and I asked the artist to make the hand skeletal, like, you know, finger bones. And you guys could see what he did. He basically just made a white hand. And I'm satisfied enough that after like 5 revisions, I kept it. But the dream would be for that icon to look like it was made by someone who works at Marvel Comics. Zombie dog suicide build on D3. Oh, I hated killing the zombie dogs. I loved the poison dogs on D3 though, where like every melee hit they stacked a stacking dot. That was insane. They were like, you get a whole bunch of them hitting a boss, and after a few seconds it was like they were boss killers, because the dots would just keep stacking. Their damage will just keep going up. Love me the poison zombie dogs. I did not want to kill them. My babies. You know, I just realized I put a component on these gloves. I didn't put an augment on them. Shite. I had a piercing resist augment on that. Where did I buy the piercing resist augment? Does anybody know? Otherwise I have to open a web browser. I don't want to subject you guys to me running to every quartermaster on Earth. There was an augment that was just like 10% piercing resist, can be slapped on any armor. Yeah. I just got new gloves and I forgot to replace that. Yeah, there was a bunch of different factions that had a 7-7 with other stuff. If it's 7-7 with Vitality or Ether, that would be acceptable. But the main thing is the Pierce. Ah, combat right in the door. Yo, I get so nervous when I hear fighting and I haven't zoned in yet. I'm like, is it possible for me to die right now? Oh my gosh, these undead knights have so much armor. Potent Aileron's Fervor, 16%. Yeah, but can that go on armor? I feel like a 16% would go on a weapon. Where? Oh, there he is. These Storm Revenants, they can take a pounding. 10% all to armor. Okay, that's probably what I had. I spent like 10 minutes with the webpage open doing some very careful augmenting last night after stream, and I messed it up when I replaced those gloves just now. I'm gonna check that now. Da-da-da-da. Ah, there. That's it. Thank you. Alright, piercing's max again. That's what we wanted. Da-da-da-da-da. Back to where we go. Oh, credit where it's due. Let me pop up the delayed notification. Special thanks to Nurgis12, who followed me when I was offline. I do notice these things. I appreciate you. 50 muckbucks for you, Nurgis, wherever you are. Seeing the name Nurgis made me think of Nurgle from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Not sure if anyone here remembers that. Quality television. Damn kids and their music. Wish we had legendary set item when we get multiple Hellhounds. Isn't there? Isn't there a set with multiple Hellhounds? I feel like there is. I know there's a set with multiple Briarthorns. I thought there was one with multiple Hellhounds. There's an amulet that lets you have a second Raven. There is, it's more Necromancer, so it's like a Kabbalah set. Yeah, I was like, I swear I've gotten a piece of that before. What you gonna do with 90 pieces of scrap? Gonna be a waste once your hardcore bites the dust. Dude, I've got like 200 in the stash. I keep dumping like half of the scrap I'm carrying in the stash whenever I notice it. And he won't die! Mukluk will live forever. Can you link me the item, please? I don't have it. I think my softcore character has found a piece of that set, which is why I was like, I think that's a thing. But I don't know the name of it. I mean, you could probably Google that. Can I see my physical resist? Yes. Defense. Physical resist 32. With aspect of the Guardian active. Am I allowed to post links because I found it? Yeah, go ahead. Dude, as long as it's not something that's going to get you in trouble on Twitch in general, I don't mind if you post stuff here. But I avoid drama. If you start drama, I'll just ban you and be done with it. I just don't care. Dude, I would have to Google the command to ban someone on Twitch. Like, if you started acting out on my channel, you would get away with it for a minute or two while I frantically Googled, because I've never had to use it before. The 4-part set by... Ah, cool, he found it. Show me the hellhounds. Oh, another one of those crazy fights where I can't tell who's the enemy. Go pets, find the enemy. A Mukluk doesn't know what's going on. Treasure chest over here. This will literally get me started playing Gridot again. That's all it took, huh? Some hell puppy love. Metal strongbox. As a side thought, you have a decent amount of bonus fatality damage, right? No? I don't think I do. I mean, I'm using pets. Briarthorn's physical, Primal is physical, bleeding, and poison. Bird is electric. I have the Wind Devil reduces their elemental defenses for the bird. Elemental Storm reduces their elemental defenses for the bird. I don't think I'm doing any vitality damage. Oh, the Wendigo Totem tickles them with vitality damage. Ooh, we just saw a 31k crit. On my own character, I mean Wendigo, I guess? My own character is just doing Wendigo, like Wendigo Totem, level 1 Wind Devil, and level 1 Grasping Vines. That's the damage I'm doing. And most of those are to proc different constellations. Hey, Chef Smitty! Welcome back, my friend. Hope you had a chill day at work. That's why I said it's such a weird proc. Like, you have to be doing considerable damage and not be focused solely on pets to proc the pets that scale with pet bonuses. Freaking weird. And that Primal just wore off. We're in the window now. There we go. Where is it? I know there was a thing in here. Here it is. Secret door. Bah. Alright, I'll do that after the boss. Go. Alright, Malkadar. I can't even see you over there, man. You ain't shit, Malkadar. You ain't nothing. Achievement unlocked. The Chosen of Kaiman. What is this? Slay Malkadar in the name of Kaiman's Chosen on ultimate difficulty. Woo! They like me. They really, really like me. Alright, is there any treasure chests before I go back? Yep, there's an ornate strongbox. Oh, wow, I almost missed this. Alright, let's go through the secret door now. Called in sick today, got the flu. Oh man, sorry buddy. I was saying just a few minutes ago that my throat was like raw right now. I think I got some crud from my kid. Bloody puddles everywhere. Hey, there's a devotion shrine on this level. Oh, gargantuan. Oh my. Primal, come off cooldown! Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, dynamite chest. I almost missed it. Okay. Haven't had fever in 3 years. That's just asking for it. Yo, that's right up there with let's split up. And it couldn't get any worse. And at least it's not raining. Last words, greatest hits. I think this ship is unsinkable. Oh, Primal's actually dying, all those bloody puddles. Told you guys, surfaces stack. We're gonna wait a second for all that to chill out. Oh, I did watch that video one of you put in the chat yesterday after the stream of the guy who like sleepily ran into the 20 poison puddles and died. Lost his hardcore character. That was pretty funny. Who's this? Nakrathan the Timeless. Well, I'm Tom Cruise the Timeless. Have at thee. There can only be one. And it's not you. More Molten Walkers. I've got like 2 in my bag. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, I summoned a ghost. The gloves procced. I was like, why isn't my guy attacking that thing? Mythical Sharpshooter's Pouch. Let's see, I made a warder on hardcore, it rocks, so to finish off warder. Warder? What is warder? Is that half... Is that soldier, shaman, I think? I'm not confident in those words. After deciding shaman was probably my favorite class. Okay, cool, I did have it. Thank you. After deciding that shaman was pretty much my favorite, I thought about making a soldier shaman just to be a tankier what I was already playing. Kraken Devotion is super on 2-handers. Kraken. Not sure I know that one. I'm not really... I'm not... Is this the Kraken? No, that's Leviathan. Where's the Kraken? Kraken? Yeah, Kraken. 50% all damage. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's just heap tons of damage. Okay, that's pretty simple. They're extremely tanky, very competent at smashing your face. I do not still have the video bookmarked, Kumahoosfiffy, but otherwise I would show it to you. Someone just put it in chat yesterday, and I opened it after the stream was over. I'm not... Grim Dawn is a game that's a little temperamental when you tab out of it and then go to the streaming software and change the view. So I try not to... After a couple of mishaps on stream in the past, I try not to touch it. When it comes to 5 bosses, it's really painful. They can do a fringe pet build as well with field command. Yeah, I made a Death Knight recently, and it was kind of... like, I was not doing it right. Like, you get Death Knights are really good if you're, like, doing a melee lifestealer. I was trying to be just a tank. I didn't care about my damage. And then have skeletons behind me as ranged DPS. And the problem was the skeletons just kept dying from, like, area of effect stuff, no matter how well I positioned them. And I was also a flimsy tank, because I didn't level the lifestealing enough, so it's... My experiment to see if I could make a pet class where the pets were the DPS and I was the tank was kind of a bust. Or I just did it wrong. One of the two. Yeah, I'm familiar with Field Command because I played with it with Death Knight skeletons. It was cool for a while. If I do Titan's Quest on stream, one of my two in that game you've got two spirits you choose from, and there's like nature, earth, dream, like fighting or something like that, defense, storm, spirit, all kinds of stuff. But the nature one is kind of like the shaman of that game. It's got heals, buffs, pets. The earth one has a lava golem pet. Spirit has like a lich. But nature has like a pack of wolves, buffs, auras, and a heal spell. So I was like, oh, this is probably my favorite. Oh, and a nymph. You've got like it looks like an elven archer behind the wolves and behind you shooting at stuff. Alright, got the rift. Try the opposite, your DPS, skeletons or body blockers, tar pit the enemies. Good price. Bloodright gauntlets. Don't care. Don't care. No, no, no. No, no, no. Got plenty of spectral longswords right now. Don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Flashbang. Inquisitor Demolitionist. Probably won't be playing one of those anytime soon. Don't need that. Don't need that. Almost done. I was using an item almost exactly like this while I was leveling. I had the Wind Devil with max Maelstrom. And at max level, Maelstrom hits 3 targets per zap. And with this, with an offhand like this, you can have 4 Wind Devils out. which meant I had 12 lightning bolt strikes per second helping me out on any fights that lasted longer than like 3 seconds. It was really, really cool for like the first 50 levels. Not saying that there's not something you could do that's better, but I stumbled across that and it was fun. No pierce resists. Oh man, other than that, it's better than my left ring. It's a shame. Okay, let's get some quest. What did I need to do here? Return to Homestead, okay. Inquis demo is called the Purifier. It's most often used as one of the highest damage class cannons in the game. I've seen a lot of streams when I like go to Twitch and look at the Grim Dawn section. I've seen a lot of people playing Purifiers, like it's in the title, but I didn't know much about it.
Why do you have such a good, let's see.
Alright. Fickle Chains. I will speak to Creed at once. I totally thought he had already given me the quest to go to Fort Icon, but I just got it. Whoopsie. Alright, I also need to go to Sorrow's Bastion. You know what? There's something more important we have to do first. Something very, very, very important. This helm is god-awful. Hideous! Actually, wait, can I use my eyeball armor from normal? I bet I can't. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's crazy. Alright. Get the classic. I'm gonna call this look the Milady. The Gnomish Engineer. I hate Avatar Korra. I play Dark Souls. I hate Avatar Korra, but I'm happy. I'm a welder in my free time. Oh, my hair's on fire. That's nice. Sub-Zero. I am the knight. Who watches the Watchman? Let's go with my old mask. Oh, I didn't realize my axe was like permanently dripping blood until now. What can we do with this? Bowie sword, little knife, drippy knife. Electric sword? I don't know. Cold scythe? Nothing says shaman like a cold scythe. I don't really know. None of these are reaching out to me. That's kind of cool, simple. Machete. Kind of a machete. I actually like these weapons at the beginning of the game, where it's like people just took random crap from like a wood shop and just stuck it all together. Oh, that's cool. A little bit longer reach. I think Corinthian designs are amazing. Turn everything to level 1 basic equipment. Dude, I was using that eyeball armor for a long time, and my twink on normal mode, and I was using bullets to charge around, and I looked like just a beach ball flying all over the screen. It was ridiculous. Okay, it will be done. I'll deal with the threat. Take a look at the bounty. What do you need? I'll recover the supplies. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Down into the depths. Enemy beach balls. But yeah, if I get the Will of Bismeal, I'm definitely keeping the bird that has 16, let's say 40 points sunk into it. If I get more pieces of the this set, then I would switch to the bird points to Hellhound, and I get a second Briarthorn, so I'd have 2 Briarthorns and a Hellhound. If I didn't have the bird, I wouldn't need all the points in the Wind Devil thing that reduces their elemental resistance. But I would need to find something to lower physical resistance other than Curse of Frailty, because the whole problem I had was that the curse wouldn't land on the bosses where I needed to reduce their physical resistance. That was my softcore Kabbalist's problem. Alright, entering the Fort Icon Armory. There's a mob back there. Is that a secret room? Sure freaking looks like it. Oh man. Oh man. Taking some hits. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Scrap. Alright. Wish I could get just a little more cooldown reduction. I've been keeping these hats, because this hat has 5% cooldown reduction. This is 15, and then the plus 5 seconds to Primal. If I can get just a little bit more CDR, Primal will be permanent. This is kind of a big deal. I don't know if you've had. Overmind. I think Overmind. I think of StarCraft, not some little bitty beach ball. Overmind was a big bad boss, the size of a mountain. What about the Hourglass constellation? I'm loath to change anything at this point. Let me take a look. Minus 6 seconds to all currently active skill cooldowns. 26-second skill recharge. That's cool, but it's 20% chance on attack, and none of my current spamming abilities count as attacks. Which kinda stinks. Oh, I walked past the quest thing. Thank you, star on the map. Dynamite! Legion supplies. Alright, back this way. Need to find Commander Lucius. Oh, well, when I got through here on my first playthrough and I still had Maelstrom, I would just like throw tornadoes in through the bars here and clear the whole room. I mean, the Raven can kind of do it. If you really wanted to take your time. Possessed Archmage. Or Archmage, if you prefer. Wait a minute, did I miss the entrance to that room? I feel like I missed the entrance to the secret room. I might have to go back in a second. Asperia the Supporter. Friggin' Power Word Shield of the Gods. There we go. Ah, there it is. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. Some scrap. Okay. Oh, treasure chest here. There we go. Flesh warped troll. Man, if I was an ethereal and I got a troll body and not one of those human bodies, I'd be like, hot dog. A regenerating, massively strong body, and I'm the brain, so I don't have to worry about the fact that it's dumb. Sounds like I won the lottery. Iron biddies! We're getting biddies out of on the stream and in the game tonight. Show me the biddies! Chilled steel. The steel is cold, therefore magical. Sir, maybe steel's just cold. Nonsense. Oh, nothing in any of those boxes? You disappoint me, boxes. Disappoint me. Some scrap. Oh, a bunch of guys from around the corner here. Just clearing this out before we go fight Commander Lucius. Yeah, I replaced the crab with this yesterday. Which is crazy. Oh, Dark! With the Prime sub. Thank you, my friend. 500 mukbucks for you. And a free emote. Well, free with purchase of subscription. I shouldn't say free. World of Warcraft is free after you pay the monthly fee. Thank you, truly. I appreciate you supporting the stream in that fashion. It has been a really good couple of days for Mukluk streams. I met a lot of you just in like the last 4 days. And you came back for more! Repeat customers! My god! Oh, let's dodge that. Oh my gosh, I think you're... Uh-oh. Ultimate dodgeball. I think you're the second person to ever subscribe to me and then follow afterward. Ah, potion! No! Come on, Primey, finish him! There we go. I was scared to get close enough to do another Wendigo totem, and the Briarthorn was dying. I like to play this game, but it hates my laptop. I can play it on my desktop, but not the laptop. Well, good old Mukluk has a solution for you, Mr. Gilly. Play it on your desktop. See that, friends? You line up your problems, I knock them down. Whoa! Oh my gosh, he liked my problem-solving skills so much. He followed me. I'm sure that's the only reason he followed me. Thank you, Mr. Gilly. I'm glad you're having fun here. It's really... now let's use a portal to move 25 feet to the southwest. Oh, bugger it all. I was supposed to blow open the gate before I came back. I gotta go do that. I'm one of those friends you love to hate when you're like, oh man, you're like, I'm like, what is it? And you're like, oh, it's just, something's wrong with my shoulder, you know? It hurts when I do this. And I'm like, I got a solution for you. And they're like, don't fucking say it. And I'm like, don't do that. And they're just like, ugh. I admit it. I will head to the necropolis at once. Make good use of those supplies. Sean Connery. Oh no! Wait. Come back. Oh, that was the wrong tab. Wait, I never turned in that urn? Muck, you freaking slacker. Okay, I need to... Yeah, I need to turn in the urn. Ugh. Talk to this guy properly without walking away. Okay. That's our two objectives right now. Something to do with the GD not wanting to use the NVIDIA card and wants to only use my integrated graphics. That's weird. I've never had that problem. Can you trade easily with other players in Grim Dawn? Yeah, it's the kind of game where one person can just chuck items on the ground and the other people can pick it up. We were friends, and friends we shall remain. What's wrong, baby? I will gather these for you. Ancient Heart, Blood of Chthon, Tainted Brain Matter. I should have all that in the stash right up the stairs. Hey, loading screen lady, it's been so long. I think I've got the habit ingrained to just hit 3 whenever it's up. I was working on developing that the other day. Okay. Ancient Heart. Tainted Brain. Blood of Chthon. And let's just put like 60 of these in there. So much scrap. Alright. Let's go give the stuff to the witch. Yeah. I mean, Grim Dawn was very much designed as a single-player action RPG. But, yeah, you can make a multiplayer game. Now, they do not have dedicated servers, so it's point to point. Like, one person hosts the game and the other people join their game straight up. I will acquire the Fang. I've already got the Fang. I did this, like, way long time ago. Give me that XP. I'll find the tome. Alright. With that, I just turned in 3 quests to her back to back. When I turn in the Urn of the Ashes, I might hit 97. Sorry, Bastion. I just got reminded. Okay, you guys see how Mr. Gilly spelled thought? There was one time someone... So, for those of you that don't know, if you join someone who just started streaming, so they've got all the Twitch defaults, and you try to swear on their channel, it will stop you, and like you will type a message, and it won't appear in chat. It'll appear in the streamer's chat, and it will say, you know, streamer, this guy has a naughty mouth. Do you wish to allow this message in your chat? And I hit authorize, and then the message appears in chat. The first time I ever saw that message pop up, someone was just typing really fast, and they spelled thought like that, and they were using it in a sentence like, oh man, that's not how I thought it worked, and they wrote THOT, and Twitch was just like, oh, red alert! This potty-mouthed man needs his mouth washed out with soap. And I had to, like, allow the message, and I was just like, oh, that's weird. Another story on that same thing is someone said the word bitch one day in chat, and I didn't care. And it's like, do you wish to allow this? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. And like 20 minutes later, someone else did it. And they're like, do you wish to allow this? And they weren't being excessive, so I said, it's fine, and I allowed it. And I get an email from Twitch, and the email is like a few small words and one big word, which really catches your eye. And what the email said was, due to you allowing the word excessively, this has been added to your permanent allowed list. Bitch. Like a size 80 font. Like the email, I opened the email from Twitch and it's like, bitch. I'm like, what? And then I had to squint to read the first part. I thought that some guys at Twitch had just sent me a mail calling me a bitch. And I was like, rude? A little teared up about that. Alright. What now? Ah! We hit 97. I just realized. All right. Okay. Where is this quest? Payback to travel to Dead Man's Gulch. Reopen the sealed-off mine shaft leading to the area called the Immolation. There. Oh shoot. Perfect. You need an ether cluster for this. Okay, where was Dead Man's Gulch? Hey, Hellion OP! That, I don't know if that's what you're thinking of, but I was thinking of either StarCraft Hellions or Darkest Dungeon Hellions. Those are the two I know of. But thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself here. Alright, Conflagration is northeast from where I'm at right now. That's Port Valbury, right? So this, I think I just need to go this way. I think. Shake titties and bitties. What's the level cap? It is 100 with the Ashes of Malmouth expansion. Hello, Scorpion. Welcome, welcome. Scorpion has the rare coveted title of first person to meet me on Twitch and then end up joining my Clash of Clans clan. A truly momentous title. Oh, Dead Man's Gulch waypoint? Am I the wrong one? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, Scorpion! Thank you for using your Amazon Prime on me. I truly appreciate that. What the hell are you talking about? Dead Man's Gulch waypoint. It's where you teleported Ulgrim? Oh, the immolation! Thank you! I misread the quest. I thought it wanted me to go to the conflagration. Thank you. You just saved me a lot of stupid time. I would have figured it out eventually, after doing the whole conflagration and being like, why didn't I get my quest update? And reading it more carefully. Herp derp. I'll read that in a second. I'm stressed. Potion! Oh my gosh. How? How? Yeah. I feel okay saying that. Has followed. Thank you for the follow. As always, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself here. 50 mugbucks for you. I forgot my line. Line! This place is a little spooky. Oh, Turtle Shell, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, buddy? That means Muckluck is not obeying the rules of the land. I hate this place. It hurts my feet. I'll have to catch up on chat in a minute. The very earth wants to kill me here. My manticore's better than your manticores. Okay. Whew. Just for the emo. I've been a Grimno streamer, most of them are super quiet and boring. You're the opposite. Oh, thank you. You are a kind liar. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate it. I found if I just turn off my inner filter and just say whatever I'm thinking, some people somewhere tend to find it entertaining. Because god dang if that filter is not on serious lockdown when I am working in tech support. I tell you what. Just for the emote. Just finished that game last night. People say Guayo. That's hilarious. You tried Tacticians yet? How do you get to Port Valbury? Port Valbury? Oh gosh. How does this connect to the world map? Yo, what? Okay, so here's Homestead. You go over here to the northeast, and right here is like one of those places where you use like a lot of dynamite, and you go through here, and then there's like a teleporter or something, and then that takes you to Port Valbury, and like after you've done a good bit of it, you have to use a skeleton key. Have you tried the Tactician? It's probably the easiest, hardcore, and highest damaging character. I don't think I have. I'm just the kind of person, usually I like look at the skills and I'm like, oh, I like that skill. In this case, the pets of the shaman. And then I just dedicate myself to that. And then I find out a month later, like, you're playing the worst class in the game. You know that, right? The others are, it's very underpowered right now. And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't know that. That's the Muckluck, the typical Muckluck experience. Ow. Come on, Wendigo. Heal me through this. Don't fail me now. I wonder if I move the Raven closer to the mob, and all 3 of its projectiles hit the mob, if it's like a shotgun, and all 3 do damage, or if it's limited to 1 per target. Because if that's the case, it would be worth using the pet attack command to move the Raven right in every boss's face. But in some games, when you've got something that does like a fan attack, you can't use it as a shotgun, because it's like limited 1 per target or something. Look at the Briarthorn. The Wendigo's barely out healing this boss, but it is working. Come on, die! Oh my gosh! That thing was 7 levels higher than me. Oh. Defiler is the worst. Yours is pretty strong. It's good. Just get the added technicians. Incredible damage with fancy final build. Yeah, just recently on stream, I got my very first level 100 character. And that character was not 100 for very long. I got 100. I had already I got 100 before I finished Ultimate Mode. I finished Ultimate Mode. Then I went to the Crucible. I beat normal Crucible. Got to the final level of Elite Crucible like 4 times, and I failed on it every time. And then I had the idea for this character, and I started playing this on softcore, and then during my birthday stream, which was the only time so far I've ever done like a 12-hour Saturday stream, I had like 50 people watching me, which is the most I've ever had. And I was like, dance, monkey, dance. I was trying to be as entertaining as possible to keep the viewers' attention. And one of them said, what, not hardcore? Snore. And I was like, I do what you want, man. So like, you guys tell me I said, if the crowd wants me to play hardcore, I'll play hardcore, but I'm not going to do it because one guy said so. And a whole ton of people are like, play hardcore. I'm like, okay. And I made this guy, and I said, but I'm going to copy the softcore shaman build I've been playing, because that character's level 70 and hasn't died yet. So, I have decent hope for it. And here we are. That's this person. But even though I've got 500 hours in this game, this is my first hardcore character, so I have, like, no blacksmith recipes, which has been hurting a bit. Okay. Legion Retribution. Report to Spellbinder Moira. Oh gosh, where is she? Windsound 2012 has subscribed, and it wasn't even a Prime. Thank you, Windsound. I appreciate that, truly. Your support of this channel has been noted. 500 muckbucks for you. Fort Icon. I'm so glad it actually says it in the quest somewhere. Fort Icon. Drink water. When was your B-Day? August 23rd. Yeah, I'm a grown-up, so, I've got a wife and I've got a 6-year-old, so I had to make arrangements with them to do that. She was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, I would really like to try something. And it might hurt your feelings because you would not be involved at all. And she's like, what is it? And I was like, I would like to try doing a 12-hour stream. Which would mean, you would need to take care of our kid for, like, the Saturday. And I would, I did, like, I pre-prepped a meal and it was a sandwich, stuff like that. Dude, I didn't know what I was doing. I was asking other people during, like, earlier streams. I'm like, guys, when people do 12-hour streams, when do they eat? I was like, do they take like a 5-minute break? What if the viewers leave during the break? And people were like, just eat off cam, just lean over and eat off camera a little bit. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm asking for tips. How does Muck eat? All right. Guys, I think it might be finally time to replace the belt with the emergency button. Do you guys see this? The belt I have been using for ages has a thing where when your health drops below 20, it auto-drinks a potion. That's the only reason I've been using it. The rest of it's garbage. But look at this belt I'm hovering. 500 health and massive, massive pet stats. I would just need to put a augment on it. So, okay, 14.9k. It becomes like 900 extra health with my talents. Oh, and when sound followed after subscribing. Thank you again. I tried 5 times Kabbalah's pet hardcore, man, it was way too squishy. My level 100 softcore character that could not beat the Elite Crucible was a Cabal. Here, hold on. Yeah. The second link, that one. That's my level 100 Kabbalist. Beat the whole game on Ultimate, beat the first Crucible, couldn't beat the final boss of the second Crucible, which is when I started trying out Shaman as part of it. Have you heard about eating meals and earn millions? What, like doing Blue Apron commercials? The biggest thing I love about the character I just linked you is his relic, the Dirge of Arkovia, that gives you the Bone Monstrosity. Love that thing. Alright. I don't need that. So, I lost Poison and Acid Resist with this, but 85. So at this point, I need an augment that gives Ether, Vitality, or both. Pierce, Poison Acid, Ether, and Chaos. Okay, let me... Hold on, I'm just opening up, let's see, Grim Dawn, Components, Augments, here we go. Guide, Resistances, fine. I've opened this page so many times on stream. What's my lowest one? Ether. Alright, Ether. Let's see. All armor, 10% Ether with Outcast Revered. That's the witch, she's right downstairs. Do I have Outcast Revered? Yes! Okay. We've got a date with the witch! I'm going to search on it later. My build is this. If you have a chance, feel free to enjoy and no equip required. Tell you what, I am going to open your calculator in a web page so that I don't lose the link, and I'm just going to minimize it, and I will check it out after the stream. I'm always open to new ideas. Now, I may listen to your idea and then disregard it, but I will always hear it out. That's the kind of guy I am. Alright, Ether, and then Belt. Am I missing an augment on anything else? No, everything else is augmented. Okay. Alright, last thing, and then back to the action. I'm going to throw this belt into the stash for possible future characters, as always. No equip required. I like the sound of that. That often influences my character choice in Path of Exile. No equip required. Alright, and boop. What? Oh, I've got to strip the augment off it. Alright, later. Hope I don't die. Archives of Fates Untold, later. That's hard stuff. Enter the Necropolis. Descent into Torment. That's the Steps of Torment. Okay, let's just head toward the Necropolis and do the Chthonian Rift on the way there to get the last piece of Rewari Legacy. 2.6 levels or so. You should make a big multiplayer Grim Dawn server. Isn't like the most you can have in a game like 4 people? Or am I thinking of every other action RPG? I don't... Someone correct me. Can you have more than 4 people in a Grim Dawn game? It is 4, okay. I said a stupid idea. What if we had like 4-person Grim Dawn, highest difficulty we could do, and anytime on hardcore, and then anytime someone dies, a different viewer gets to join the game. That could be amusing for a little while. Alright, I hate the mines on this level. They made them more visible recently, at least. Mythical rune-singed handguards. Yo, I love all the mythical and the purple stuff we're finding right now. Oh god, Brythorn is disarming mines with his face. Much like a rogue I knew in World of Warcraft. Terrible. It's funny stuff you play with people who are your subs, you see them die. What if I die though? Main character no jutsu, I can't die. I'll be Soldier Oathkeeper. I'll be the tankiest thing just so I don't die, and I'll watch them die. I won't even fight. I'll just stand back like they're my summoned minions. Ironside Hulk. Yeah, these things are beefy. Don't move. Their vision is based on movement. Ah! Okay, a little bit of lag spike there. Grimdawn lost a few frames. Ooh, 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 ow. Back up a step. Ah, if you back up more than like 5 feet, they get to charge you again. Ow! Faldrak the Reflective. Hold still, I got the wind to go down, we're fine. Could go Occultist Shaman with a focus on healing. What, like spamming Blooded Dreeg? Oh man. I'm like squinting because of these mines. Come on. I had to hit the summon Purple Spirit button like 4 times. It's weird. Alright, disarm, disarm, disarm. Using the pets to disarm these things. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now we fight. Oh, a terraformer. These things are sturdy. Blooded Dreeg, Raven. Oh, yeah, the Raven has a heal if you spec into it. I didn't do that on this character. It's the only thing I skipped. I didn't want it to stop doing damage. 4 healing skills. Yeah, but then when they die, they blame me. You know the rule. Blame the healer or blame the jungler. And we're gonna have to make another lap back through this level because we have not found the Chthonian Rift. Decaying Mutant Bludgeon of Alacrity. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. Whoa! I have some of my previous characters, their first deaths were to these mines after like level 50 or something. Those mines do not screw around, especially if your resistances, if you haven't been working on them. And they leave a dot on you too, so you're like, no, 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 as you fall over. You have time to realize what's happening and cry. Alright, I'll target the left one. Actually got the pets on manual right now. Okay, hit whatever you want. That's fine. I've actually got Blooded Dreeg only level 1 right now, but I've got maxed Aspect of the Guardian, which is hype. Trying to get back in Crystal and Clash. Yeah. Did you see the clan games that just started, Scorpion? Those are really, really cool. It's like you accept a quest, like kill someone with at least one dragon in your army, you know, stuff like that, and you get points. And as long as you contribute at least 1 point toward the games, you get all the rewards at the end of the games. And the rewards are massive. It's like, you know, full gold, full elixir, free building upgrade, an instant hero upgrade, you know, just crazy stuff like that. So definitely make sure you participate in at least one thing, preferably more, but it will give you huge payouts. Have you ever watched Al Kaiser? I'm guessing that's either an anime or the name of a streamer. That makes me think of, like, my drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Believe in the me that believes in you. But no, I don't know what that is. I'm sure he'd be flattered by my comparison. Or she, I don't know. 2018, I'm still assuming genders. My channel won't survive like this. Ow! So why bring up Al Kaiser? Somehow related to the conversation? I'm trying, Josh! I'm trying! What is this? I feel like this is a secret area, but it's not. Oh, we can't walk through there. Alright, so I got that waypoint. Somewhere down here is the Chthonian Rift I need. That's what we're looking for right now. Last time I played it was over a year ago. Gotcha. Well, I mean, you told me it had been a while, so that's why I thought you might not be familiar with the clan games. But yeah, it's very profitable for you to at least do one quest, because then when the games end, you get whatever all of the clan combined earned. It's very, very useful for, like, leveling up, catching up, whatever. Oh, there's the rift. I didn't even see it in all the AoE that was going off. Oh, instant combat. Let a man pop his knuckles. Come on. What is that? Is that like a train car? That's wild. Like, someone took Highway to Hell a little too literally. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the car's left windows, you'll see Hades. Don't look out the right. It's worse. As always, you gotta be careful with these Obsidian Shellborns. They feel so easy, and then one of them roots you and all the others launch a mortar volley at you. And you're gonna have a bad time. What's Town Hall 12? I played when it was 11. Town Hall 12, the Town Hall gets this thing on top of it called a Giga Tesla, and you can level it up 5 times. And at max level, the Town Hall can shoot 4 targets at a time with the Giga Tesla, and when the Town Hall dies, it explodes for 1,000 damage to everything within, like, a very short range, so, like, melee units. So, like, if you kill the Town Hall with balloons, it will explode and kill all the balloons above it. Also, you know, new upgrades for all the buildings, all the troops, and you unlock, at Town Hall 10, I think, you unlock a new troop called the Electro Dragon, which is basically a dragon, but when it gets to its target, it, like, inhales for, like, 3 seconds, and then fires chain lightning, which hits 5 buildings. I am an avid Clash of Clans player, and Scorpion Tail found out about that and reactivated and joined my clan the other day, Karam. So that's why he's asking some questions about it. I play like 5 or 6 different mobile games sporadically throughout the day, but I'm very active in Clash of Clans, and because some other guy quit and handed it to me, I control my own clan, so we do like 10 or 15 man clan wars every other day. I enjoy it. It's not for everybody. I enjoy it. Any game, be it RPG or like building a city where there's growth, where, you know, you're seeing stuff level up and just seeing it, you know, do that, I tend to enjoy. It took me a while to realize that about myself, because I'm like, it's not just RPGs. I like sim games sometimes too. Not The Sims, God, burn those games. But like SimCity 2000, like that kind of stuff. But I think it's any game with growth I can enjoy. Last I remember Clash was the rock thrower, the bowler. Yeah. It's funny because in that game, when people name attack strategies, they usually take a few letters from each word. Example: Golem, G-O, Wizard, W-I, P.E.K.K.A, P-E, and people call that the Go Wipe attack. Okay? People did that until Golem, Bowler, Witch strategy came out. And then it's like, without anybody saying it, everybody realized that the old naming convention would name that attack Go Bitch. And everyone just started calling it, like, the Witch Bowler attack. Because it's like, I can't talk about this in public if I say I'm doing the Go Bitch. Naming convention failed. Yeah, I've got a clan in Clash of Clans that I play, and then because of, you guys have seen sometimes my channel will pop up, my chat bot will say like, earn free Twitch subscriptions by clicking here, and there's a link with a bunch of offers in your area, and it's like you download free mobile games and play them, and it makes donations to the streamer you downloaded them from. And also, you earn free Twitch subscriptions, and you can use them however you want. I also take advantage of the offers from that system. So, and through that, I sampled, like, dozens of different mobile games. But the ones I'm still playing at this time is Clash, which I already was, Dominations. Basically, it's like Clash of Clans, but with, like, real-world stuff. Like, instead of leveling up a town hall, you go from like Stone Age to Iron Age to Renaissance to medieval, whatever. What else do I still play? Idle Heroes and Epic Summoners, which are like the exact same game, but one of them's a Chinese knockoff of the other, and they're suing each other or something. But I enjoy the game, so I got both, and I still play that each day. That's not really a multiplayer thing, though, but I do play it each day. What else? What's the one I just started that I really got into? Lords Mobile. That one I really like. If you're interested in any of that stuff, you can click that link and you can earn free Twitch subs at the same time, but I'm not going to cram it down your throat or anything. I just have the chat bot yell it once an hour. I need my Primal Spirit! There we go. How is my new warbase? I can take a look at it once we're done with the stream, today or tomorrow. Might have to get back to Clash Down, got all the way to Town Hall 10, which I assume is now. Yeah, I mean, it's as impressive as it was before, but, it keeps going after that. You could definitely level a bit faster with the clan games that I was telling him about. It's like, there's like a bulletin board of quests, and you can grab one from it. And anytime someone grabs one, a new random one appears in its place. And the bulletin board, it'll be like, earn 3 stars within 1 hour, which you can do in one attack if you destroy the guy utterly. Or do an attack with at least 2 dragons, and stuff like that. And you do these quests, and your clan earns points. And it's like every X points, you unlock a reward tier. So after a week, the game ends, and everyone in the clan gets to pick something from each tier. And it'll be like a full gold storage, a full elixir storage, an instant hero upgrade, which usually you lose the hero for a week when you do an upgrade, stuff like that. So it makes leveling in the game much less painful. Because whatever your favorite type of building or unit is, you don't have to shut it down anymore. You can just wait on those instant upgrades. Diadem of Blight. Ooh. I'm not going to go through that yet to clear this level. I still need to find that quest item. Hopefully I'm not driving away too many people talking about a different game right now. It is another passion of mine, so if you have questions, I'll answer them, but I'll try not to keep going on that. Nothing in here has been too scary. It's just been lots and lots of health. Odysseus the Titan. Oh, there's two... No. Oh, yeah, there's two name guys in this pile. I thought there were three for a second. Primal wore off. Kill Fatidoth the Electrified. This guy is... That guy was 9 levels higher. That's why it was taking so freaking long. He was 9 levels higher than me. Jeez. What is this? +2 to Wind Devil, +1 to all skills and Inquisitor. Heard you like lightning, bro. Darkness! What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! You hit me. That was weeks ago. That was 5 minutes ago. Man, I am hunched over like I'm tryharding on Nintendo. I don't know why. Aha! I am so glad I was a little more thorough with this level. This is what we're looking for. Took me 4 clicks to get it. Once again, why Muckluck doesn't play Fortnite. And if he did, he would try to find a weapon similar to a flamethrower, where it's just point in their general direction. One of the funniest Fortnite memes I ever saw was like, don't you hate it when you're starting to kill someone and suddenly they build a 5-star hotel with Wi-Fi? Oh, hey, I got a killing blow, so I summoned a ghost. Good job, Gloves. Alright, I think that's the exit. We're gonna go up to the northwest and take the portal, which I think goes deeper in this place. That's what she said. Those obsidian guys give a lot of XP. It's definitely, it definitely is comparative to their hit points. Will you play with subs someday? I have no problem with that. I mean, truly, it wasn't until the last 5 days that people started asking that question. I'm still a baby streamer, but I am totally willing to do that. Just have to figure out the system. I mean, if I've got like 5 subs on, and I'm play a game with that only allows 4 people, how do you pick? Do a raffle or something? That's a genuine question. I don't know. Searing Ember. Oof, that guy blew up in my face. That's what she said. Mark, you're so childish. I know. Trying out a Skelly Summoner build right now on my Elite. My mind is blown as to how you've managed to not rip. I mean... you said Skelly Summoner, so you're half Necro. What's your other class? Sorry, I have to go to... I have nothing to upgrade or research for Elixir. What do I do? Once you're, if you've got nothing that you need to research and you've upgraded all your build... By the way, Scorpion, if you click the builder at the top of the screen, he'll give you a list of suggested projects for each resource type you have, like the cheapest gold, elixir, and dark elixir stuff. Ooh, a purple. And if you've already done all your purple upgrades and your walls are past level 8, you can use elixir to upgrade walls. Where did it go? Where's that purple we just got? Whoa! Allagass Mantle. Word of Renewal's Inquisitor. I don't know what Star Pact is. It sounds Arcanist. Lightning and Ether damage. It says Inquisitor Arcanist set, I guess? I think I just got a piece of their endgame set. Crucible could be a fast, like, half to an hour round. Yeah, Crucible could be fun. We'll just see how far you can go and who's the last man standing or something. I mean, you would have to, like, if you were doing new characters, you'd have to, because you don't get XP other than when you cash out. You would have to cash out on occasion to get level ups. Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing. So, okay, one tip I can give you, Caro, is this skill right here. I'm pointing at my screen. You can see me pointing. This skill, maxed out, gives 12% physical resistance to you and everyone hit by your aura. That's huge. All the other stuff in there is also nice. 100% poison and acid resistance for you and your pets. But the 12% physical is massive. So I definitely recommend you getting this if you're an occultist, no matter what kind of occultist you are. The reason I like Shaman for my other thing is because here is another 18% damage absorption. Here is another 13% physical resistance. Here is 33% more hit points. It's a tankier summoner. There's a portal there. I have to come back here. So, that my Kabbalist, which I linked earlier, maybe I could have been doing some stuff better, but I couldn't beat the Elite Crucible. And that's why after like 4 or 5 tries of dying on the final wave, and there's still a whole nother difficulty after that, that's when I was like, I'm going to try a different character. I have it at 0. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even have that talent. There's a lot of talents. I didn't have that talent until I think Kemergod PC, who's another viewer here, suggested it to me, and I've never gone back. So, I mean, hell, cheap to respec in this game. Take something else and put it in that. You notice for me, my Blooded Dreeg, because I don't need it for healing for me, my Blooded Dreeg is level 1. But this... that you don't even need poison and acid resist on your gear almost once you've got this capped out. And it applies to your pets too. So like, with that, your skeletons will stop dying to those salad monsters that spew poison everywhere. Bane Garoth! We meet again! Alright, Wendigo Totem. Everything's perfectly positioned. Hold that pose. Ah, murder! Wow, that was a... I mean, none of it was purple or anything. That was a lot of loot. There was a recipe there. What do we got? Mythical Widow's Sting. If you like doing poison directly. Mark of the Traveler. So there's a portal here and here. Just trying to see if there's anything else I needed in here. Ooh, I just saw a 56,000, yo! What is Glyph of Kelphatapoth? What the hell was that? I had a product called Glyph of Kelphatapoth. There it is. Glyph of Kelphatapoth empowers you and your minions with the power of the storm. 10% chance on attack. So I procced this. I had Shepherd's Call active, and my Primal Spirit did a critical hit for 56,000. That's the highest number I've seen so far by a huge margin. Any advice for getting good pet gear? Don't tunnel vision on pet damage. Make sure you get a decent amount of pet health, and pet speed is awesome. Anything that gives just pet speed, that's attack speed, cast speed, and run speed. That's all of those. But, you know, a lot of people are just like, damage, damage, damage. And that's fine if you are an insane player and can dodge everything like an Asian child in California with fiber internet. But if you're like the rest of us peasant masses, get a little bit of pet health on your stuff. Here, let me see. So you're seeing about how my stuff's surviving right now. My pet bonuses are 200% life, which is lower than I'd like, 887% damage, but I'm constantly healing them with Wendigo Totem. I got the Aki? Fart. The only other thing that is in here is Exalted Trove, I think. Well, get me an Exalted Trove. Is exclamation fart a common command? Do I need to add that, guys? Am I behind the times right now? I'm 33. You guys gotta keep me hip and or fly. Max step 1 is stop saying that. Obsidian Shaleborn. I'm like hacking down oak trees fighting these things. Is that yeah, they're chthonic. I was like, what kind of damage is it when they shoot their little red mortars? Meh. Meh. That's the whole map. I guess I'll go through the rift in the middle. I don't know if I missed the thing. Only other thing... I already read that. Grim Shield, Grim Resistance, Grim Soldier. Well, let's see if this is the exit, or if we're going to have to go deeper. It's an exit. Alright. Let us get an Ancient Heart, and then go restore the shrine. Shaman was too OP. Is it OP? I mean, I love the class. I do not know how it compares to... like... I've never played an Inquisitor, a Nightblade, or an Arcanist. I've never played them at all. I have no idea how strong they are. Wait, what? Why did that... Why did... Okay. I got all messed up. I was right-clicking to try to put things in the stash. And it was equipping them because I was in the wrong menu. Okay, that took me... I was just like, muckluck.exe has failed. What's going on? And this page... No. No, no. Already read that. And... okay. See you around. It better be safe. Alright, I needed a... was it an Ancient Heart? How am I so low on these? I must have used a bunch of them crafting something without even realizing. I still gotta unaugment that belt. I don't... yeah. There's no more difficulties after Ultimate. There's no point in hanging on to the these quest items for quests I've already done. If you get extra quest items in Normal or Elite, you can just save them for the next playthrough. Once you're on Ultimate, there's not a point. Alright, restore the Shrine of Mogdragon. Let's do it! Shaman was pretty OP, they nerfed its lightning damage. I don't have to feel too guilty then, because I'm not really playing with lightning. I leveled a lot with Maelstrom, but that honestly, that's the crappiest lightning. I was just doing it because the mana cost of Wind Devil goes up when you level Wind Devil. It doesn't go up when you level up its modifiers. So I had Maelstrom at 12 points, and it was a lot of almost free lightning damage, but not as much damage as if I had used anything on these top 2 rows. Some Yetis I missed. Alright. Oh, we were talking about survivability. Karo. Another thing I enjoy doing, this to me is mandatory on hardcore. On softcore, I often do it, but not always. The very first constellation I get is Turtle. It's a turtle. Very good for survivability. Gives you more health, more defenses, more block, and it gives you the turtle shell shield when you get to 40% health. Yeah. Dude, this totally trolled me last time. Ah, there it is. I was picking up loot last time, and all this stuff jumped me after like 20 seconds. Scare the bejesus out of me. Maybe it's like after like time, and also you have to be standing close enough. Ow! Oh my lord. Considering you're not 9 levels higher than me, I'm surprised at how hard you're hitting me. Oh, how many bosses do we have aggroed right now? That's probably part of the issue. At least 3. There's more! I was like, is it over? No. Get out of my face! Oru Dinanatu, the deceased! Are you susceptible to any diseases? Okay, Mogdragon spawned. It's done doing waves. Woo! So much loot, y'all. Mythical something something. Pick that up in a sec, or we'll read what that was in a second. Second mythical thingy. Bunch of greens. Okay. 98! Rover's rep, a devotion point, I'm maxed out on those, and some crafting mats. And I am not picking a fight with Mogdragon. I have fallen for that before, chat. Don't even try it. It's the exact same thing I'm wearing. Does it have better rolls? No, it does not. It's gonna go in the stash. Mythical Myrmidon Cheska. Oh, this is the Death Knight set, y'all. Soldier and Necromancer skills. Okay. Need to go to Devil's Crossing for a second. This is one of my first playthrough. Yeah, that wasn't smart. Yeah, the guy in chat told me to punch him. He's like, yeah, he's an extra boss. Did not tell me how he had millions of health and 99% damage resistance. And I got my shit. Also, he summoned like 82 cows on me or something. I got my crap kicked in. Wait, what? Alright. I'm debating on whether or not it would be awesome to lose my voice by tomorrow morning so that I don't have to go to work. Because my job involves me being on the phones. Like, yeah, I can't come in, no voice. And then they see me on stream later that night. Hey, guys! Welcome back. Okay. Okay. I have 3 unholy mantles of the Covenant. What is this? Garbage, that's what that is. Okay. Anything? Oh, yep. This goes into our purple page. Look at our purple page! Show me the purples! A few other outliers in there. Alright, are these bags all clean? Yeah, alright. You need at least 3.6k DA to beat him? What is DA? Divine ass-kicking? Alright, inner necropolis. Okay. Defense ability, okay. 3.6k DA. Oh, what do I have? My pet has plus 21%. Where is it listed? Physical, or is it? Is it on this sheet somewhere? First page. Thank you. 2,354. Yeah, I'm a touch off. Yo, we are 2 levels away from our very first hardcore character going all the way. Have I freaking gotten... No mount... Dude, I swear, when I wasn't even in the expansion content, when I was just here, I kept getting Malmuth reputation. And I just need a little bit more to get revered, and then I could have gone back to elite mode and bought a bunch of the double XP potions. But at this point, I'm gonna not get them until after I'm 100. I need a really specific item set in Soldier which gives bonus physic. Surely there are classes that have beat him that weren't Soldier. Woo! Scavenge plate. Just letting the bird handle these. It's aggroing what I wanted to kill, and that's perfect. Come on, Primal. I choose you. As soon as that thing died, I had to get out of the Ether Fire because I was life draining it with Wendigo to stay alive in the Ether Fire. Physique gives DA. Dude, I have 91 points in Physique. I have been trying. Oh, I actually have a point to spend right now that I have to choose. You know what? We were talking about this earlier, and I'll move it later. There. Level 1 Hellhound. Does 30 to 70 fire damage. Let's freaking go! Go get him, buddy. $104 Terraformer. He's not dying as fast as I thought he would, but he's not doing hardly any damage. Well, you know what? You know what? To be fair, all the talents and gear I have that are like, your allies and pets have chance on hit to blah blah blah, he is an additional target that can proc those. So I guess there's that. Like Primal Bond, he can proc the bleeds. But his own raw stats are garbage though, for a level, because he's level 1. Oh boy. Can I? No, I'm getting uncomfortable. I don't mind taking a few. I don't want to be surrounded though. Actions like that are not what got me this far. Whew. My Death Knight is not cutting it tonight. I died 3 times. He needs to stand in the corner the rest of the night and think about what he did. I love it. Ooh, a little side dungeon here. You know, I'd like to hit 100 before we get to the Loghorrean if possible, so I'm going to gladly do this side dungeon. Loghorrean's chthonic damage, right? What's my chthonic? Oh, 83. No, wait. Chaos is... Yeah. Yeah, so 83. Alright, we're in good shape. Oh! Break these arms like I'm Link up in here. Sorry, Zelda. Zelda's the one with the green hat, right? How are you dying as a DK? Give up on WoW Muck? Yeah, kinda. Pretty much, Brovolone. I do not regret taking a week off work and binging the ever-living hell out of it. And, you know, experiencing all the new story and stuff that they added to the game. However, when I got to the point where it was time to just grind dungeons over and over to get better gear, to grind better dungeons, to get better gear, to grind better dungeons, I was like, I'm not having fun with this part. So I kind of flaked out. And that's just me, just for everyone else here that doesn't know me that well. That's not a slight on the new WoW expansion or anything like that. It's just as, like, if you enjoy that kind of stuff, it's just as fun as their previous content. But I don't have it in me to do that again right now. I know there was some necro skill, Chef Smitty, and it was like up here near the top right, and it like life steals from everything around you, and spamming that made a Death Knight really, really sturdy. Have you picked that up yet? That was advice someone else gave me when my Death Knight was being a failboat. I'm sure this looks weird to you guys. I keep popping my jaw. It's like, is he having an aneurysm or a stroke? He just keeps... The left side of my jaw keeps popping. Devotion Shrine. Don't need the point, but I will gladly do it if it doesn't cost too much, just for the XP. Is there any abilities that Shaman Occultist has that reduces a target's physical resistances other than Curse of Frailty? Because the whole problem with my Kabbalist was the skeletons couldn't do damage without Curse of Frailty, and you can't Curse of Frailty certain bosses. Or it's like a 1 in 90, like a 1% chance, 99% failure rate to land it on, like, the big secret bosses and stuff like that. Ow. What does Grim Dawn need to be more popular? From my perspective, and from what I understand from talking of other people... Now, I'm not saying they should do this, but I'm just answering your question. To be more popular, it would probably need dedicated servers to be something like Diablo 3, where you could really easily dive in and out of games with no effort. You know, a stronger multiplayer community. And the whole rage these days is games that are free to pick up and try, and then you can pay for convenience, but not pay to win. That's Path of Exile, and it's blown up. However, and this is good for us as consumers, Path of Exile, its pricing plan, forces themselves to constantly churn out new content. They stop getting money if they stop making new stuff, be that artwork that you can buy for a new skin, or whatever. So if Grim Dawn changed its pricing plan, you know, if they keep making a thing where it's an expansion and it's every 6 months to a year, you do a one-time payment of $15 to $20 and you get new content, and then they make no more money off of you for another year, then they're probably, with just the way the market works now, I would guess that they're going to stay a smaller name. Those are just Muck's thoughts on the matter. Everyone is free to throw their input out there or tell me why I'm wrong. Yeah, Prime Fur, we are at 98. With our almost non-existent blacksmithing recipes, we've gotten this far. Slow and steady. Doesn't win the race, but does get to the finish line. If we're using a true metaphor. I'm honestly surprised this level 1 Hellhound hasn't died yet. Plagueis the Decrepit. I am putting out a ridiculous amount of healing to the Hellhound and everybody else with the Wendigo, though, so that's part of it. Oof, Rotten Heart. Okay. Just a second. I will go craft a Rotten Heart if I have the recipe to do so. Spectral Wrath reduces physical resistance and stacks with Curse of Frailty. Spectral Wrath. Spectral sounds necro. Is that something available to me? Because I was asking about Shaman Occultist. Someone tell me if I'm wasting my time here looking for Spectral Wrath. I'm guessing it's necro. The Briarthorn taunt as well, so the Hound can't draw aggro. Yeah. I think doesn't the Hound also have a high... Yeah, if you put a point in Ember Claw, the Hound also has a generate additional threat. Okay. What did I come here for? Oh, oh, bloody hell. What was it? Rotten Heart? Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot what I was here for. Yes! Thank God. Okay. No, I was saying... Okay, to say it again, because I think I may have miscommunicated. If my current character, which is a conjurer, gets to the point where I'm having to rely on physical damage, I worry that the same thing that happened to my Kabbalist is going to happen to him, where I'm relying on Curse of Frailty, but you can't curse some mobs, and then I'm SOL. So I was asking if my current class combo of Conjurer has something to lower the target's physical resistance other than Curse of Frailty, because I can't rely on it for the big bosses. Many words. Alright, where's my portal? There. Alright. Boop. Mythical Interrogator. Let's just go back to the Necropolis waypoint. This is a long walk out of here. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Let's go left just so there's more fighting. Whoa, that's a big old pack of mobs. Fine, how do you do? There's a torch switch in that room that opens a shortcut out next to the shrine. Oh, son of a gun. Well, I'll try to remember that the next time I get there. Thank you for the advice, though. I did not realize that. Oh boy. Yeah, if I get the Will of Bismiel and get a second bird, I'm keeping my build as it is. If I get the Beast Collar set, which buffs Hellhound dramatically, buffs Briarthorn dramatically, and gives you a second Briarthorn, I can lose these 12 points into lowering their elemental resistances, lose the bird stuff, get Hellhound, and have some more points to spare on something else and be like a physical build. But if I do that, then I'm back to that concern I voiced a little while ago. Gonna lay down and see if the wife will give me a helping hand. Good luck, Chef. Have a good night, my friend. Yo. Oh, okay. I was like, that lady's taking a long time to die. Oh, it's a boss. Corpusia. What do we just get? Mythical Locust Gem. +2 to Bloody Pox, Devouring Swarm. +3 and +2 to Grasping Vines. Has life stealing. 10% chance on attack to reduce the enemy's health by 2 to 3% and do bleeding. This is like a bleed build, I think. Definitely a dot build, maybe a bleed build. Need a link for the online wife. What's that manticore looking pet? That is the primal spirit. It is on the shaman tree, it's the far right. It has a limited lifespan, but it's like debatably the strongest pet in the game. It has a normal attack, a bleeding attack, and a poison attack. Like if I look at it right now, it auto attacks for 5,000 physical, leaves a 5,000 bleed, and occasionally does a 4,000 damage piercing tail attack, which leaves 18,000 poison. And it teleports to its target over and over and over, so it's constantly getting uptime. It's basically the strongest pet in the game, but you can only have it out some of the time. But I've got really high cooldown reduction, so I have it out very, very much. Very, very much. Makalak good English. Vitality build. When I think Vitality build, I think of the Necro. Maybe with there's that talent which converts your skeletons to Vitality damage. I don't know if it's really good, but it makes me think of that. Ooh, Sealed Binding. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Ignatius the Burning. Primal Spirit wore off. Come back, Primey! One thing I look forward to trying, which is way down the road, is on a Shaman Necro, having the Primal Spirit maxed out, and also having the Dirge of Arcovia relic my softcore guys has. And you can hit exclamation build if you want to see that guy. But he's got like hundreds of thousands of hit points. It's like the strongest pet I've seen. Possibly stronger than Primal Spirit, but he doesn't teleport around, so his uptime isn't as good. But having both of those on one character would be sick. Just curious if you streaming, watching porn, will you get banned? I think no pornography is one of Twitch's things. You got to keep in mind. Remember, there was a problem a while back of, and I'm not saying my opinion on it. I'm going to avoid that topic. There was a problem a while back of like female streamers that were showing like a whole lot of skin, and it was basically softcore porn. And then they made a rule, and it was basically like, you know, everyone, guys and girls, just to be even across the board, you have to have a real shirt on for streaming. And there's, you know, some are still wearing very low cut V-neck shirts or like tube tops and, you know, whatever. And that's fine, but, you know, Twitch made a stance on that. So if they made a stance on that wind sound, they're probably against what you just asked about. I know self-destructive behavior is a thing. Like, if you do, one of the things is, like, excessive drinking on stream. Like, if you're just, like, you know, for every bit I get, I do a shot. And, you know, if you just end up doing way too many shots, you actually can get your account shut down. And they get to decide what's too many. Well, I didn't even move and those meteors all missed. Take a step back, this guy's gonna explode. Nice. Took me long enough, you were standing in town while I did all this. Alright. Yeah, you remind me of a funny story I can share with you guys. Hang on just a second here. I'm married. My wife, the one fact you need to know to get this story, she is Russian. And she's been in America since like age 2. She's very American, speaks English. You know how they say like people that speak like poor Spanish and English, they speak Spanglish? I'm sure you guys have heard that at least at some point. Like, my wife's family, I jokingly tell people they speak Rushlish. Because it's like, her family of like 3 people moved to America, and they were just talking to each other for so many years that like, they're like, we speak Russian. I'm like, okay, you know, I can't understand you guys when you speak Russian, so I have to take your word for it. But then they talk to other Russian people, and they can't understand them. And I'm just like, because it's like, it's mutated. It's become a whole new language, and it's Rushlish. And they hate it when I call it that, but hopefully she's not listening right now. Anyway, so we got married, and when we got married, now, when we got married, the wedding was planned a year in advance, but it was in Las Vegas. And for anyone who doesn't live in America, Las Vegas is famous for, like, shotgun weddings. Like, when we told a taxi driver out there we were getting married, he's like, oh, you've been drinking the water, huh? Like, there's 1,000 little marriage ceremony places, like, on the Las Vegas Strip. Just tons of gambling casinos and marriage places. I'm sure the divorce rate is very high. You can get married by a guy dressed as Elvis out there. It's insane. But, again, it was planned for, like, a year. Like, I constantly feel the need to say that on the front end so people don't think it was just, like, a spontaneous thing. So anyway, we go to the ceremony, and she goes off to get dolled up or whatever, and the groom is not supposed to see the bride for X period of time beforehand because you have bad luck or something. And my dad has a very dry sense of humor, just like I do. I just totally got it from him, I'm sure. Necropolis, we'll do that later. And we're talking to oh my god, my brain is mush right now. The pastor, the guy who does the ceremony, we're talking to him and doing like the paperwork before the ceremony. And he's, again, she's Russian. And he's like, so where did you two meet? And I inhale to answer, and before I can say anything, my dad, completely monotone, goes, oh, she was a mail-order bride. And again, we're in Las Vegas. So this is not unheard of, and me thinking this is obviously a joke, this guy can't possibly believe that, I don't correct it. And I just kind of roll my eyes and I keep filling out the paperwork I'm doing. And the guy, he goes, oh, well, I've seen her, you got a pretty one. And I was just like, oh my god, he thinks she's a mail-order bride. And I just rolled my eyes and I didn't think any more of it. I didn't correct him, and I probably should have. So we go outside, she comes out, we do the ceremony, fast forward through all the boring stuff. She would slap me if I said that. Fast forward through all the boring stuff, and we get to the end, and we're driving back, me and her get in a limo, and we're driving back to the hotel, and she's like, she asked something which reminded me of that. And she's like, what is it? I was like, oh, I just remembered my dad told the pastor you were a mail-order bride. She was like, what? And I was like, I think he thought he knew we were kidding, but I'm not really sure. He might have thought that you were mail or bride. And she was so pissed off, like her special day was ruined. And I was just like, that's just one guy we're never gonna meet again. It's not a big deal. And she was just like mortified. He probably thought I was a whore. Anyway, the thing you said earlier reminded me of that whole story. Now you are given a window into the life of Muckluck. Did I find all the blood wagons? No. I didn't find the western one. Okay. Aha! Found it very quickly. Awesome. Alright, gotta stop the Loghorrean. Should I just go for it, guys? My resistances are pretty good. Should I just go for the Loghorrean before I hit 100? Yeah. Can get the Chaos Potion. Oh, that's a good idea. I so rarely use potions. I'm glad someone enjoyed it, Caro. Chat's so quiet. I wasn't even sure if anyone was here. Alright, let's clean out the bags. It's weird that you can't put your money in the stash, so if you die, it's all gone with you. I'll save that. That's a maybe later. Or like a maybe future character, I should say. Stun duration for lightning. That's all about that fireball character. That's not me. Okay, let me put this stuff in the sash. Now get the sash. Put it in my Boy Scout sash with my merit badges. Whoops. Is this good? No. Alright. I'm nervous, guys. Which... I have so many healing potions. Offense. Fire resist. Casting speed. Lightning resist. Poison. Doing poison. Health regen. More health regen? Do those stack? Royal Jelly Salve, Royal Jelly Ointment? Life Stealer, Frost Shroud, Elemental Damage, Bleeding. I think I might have to craft it. I don't think I've got one. Alright, let me run to a blacksmith. Stack everything to over 25% on res. Let's see, Devil's Crossing. Time is at 11:30. Not sure I'll make 100 tonight. Definitely tomorrow if I don't die. Okay, which of these... Oh my gosh, there's so many elixirs. Vitality resistance? Sure. Offense... Casting and... Oh, that's only 30 seconds. I want something in, like, minutes. I don't want seconds. I won't remember to use it, and that's the truth. Spirit Bane, Ether. Where does the Chaos Potion come from? I probably didn't have the money to buy the recipe when I last passed by it. Does anyone know where the Chaos... What reputation sells the Chaos Potion?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, here's some I don't have. Got those. Got those. Stoneheart oil. Alright. Oh, whoa. Did I just discover a new key? Yo! If you tap the U key, it auto-talks to the nearest person. That's weird. You're gonna check? Thank you. Find a recipe, also draw through. Oh, okay. Well, then at least I know that it wasn't a mistake of mine. Well, at least my resistance is slightly overcapped because I have an item that raises it from 80 to 83. Okay. Making my way downtown. Hellhound fast and I'm homebound. La 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 la. Just never sell. I've not ever sold a potion. Like, that's why I've got some. I haven't been crafting them. I just had some because I hadn't been using them. Exalted Howdah. I always think of chowder when I see a Howdah. It's not a stupid joke. It's just an insight into what my brain is thinking. Hardcore Ultimate Loghorrean. I wonder if there's an achievement for that. Polish Emerald. Where's my Polish sausage? Oh boy. Alright. Ooh, what's this? I have no idea what that opened. Oh, maybe that. Ah! Hello. We're off the map. We're off the grid. No taxes. Woo! What's in here? Okay. Okay. Formidable Redeemer Helm of the something something. Oh, gotta go southeast and then U-turn. After we kill the void leeches. Look at that XP, that's sizable. Those vanguards and leeches give a lot of XP. I wonder if XP is, if it's like per mob type, or if it's simply based on how much health they have. Because the mobs with bigger hit points definitely give a mountain more experience than the little ones. Not enough info to say. Bane Gallagher, Guardian of the Gates, we meet again. If you want to just hold that pose and not move at all from... Oh my god, he moved! Ah. Ooh, I saw a 47k. Who's that good boy? Primal Spirit, I'm talking to you. Hellhound, don't get too excited. Blueprint, Mythical Goliath Signet. 5% chance on attack to make an earthquake. Okay. Roiling Blood. Bloodsworn Codex. As read to you by Sean Connery. Polish Emerald. Does this loop back around? No. I'm not going all the way back around for that room. Is it worth going back? I saw the room, I just... Meh. I do it for the people. Muckluck streams for the people, of the people, by the people. Eagle! Anyone get that reference? Searing Ember. Corpse Dust. Here we go. Hidden Spoils. Woo! Okay, it was worth coming back. You get off this time. As if you were in trouble. Soldier Nightblade. Golem Born. 25% chance when hit. To give the guy who hit you 11,000 internal trauma damage. What the hell? 30-second skill recharge. The odds of it hitting the right mob every 30 seconds, it's probably going to get procced on like little bitty things 90% of the time. That's unfortunate. That's another piece of gear you've been trying to farm. Okay. Oh boy, Chthonian Tyrant in my grill. There we go. Remind me again, Tactician is what two class combinations? Soldier and what? Was that the Nightblade? Soldier Nightblade? Soldier Inquisitor, okay. Did you guys see all the new class names that came out with the Oath Keeper? We were playing a game of guess which one is which class combo on stream. Some of them were obvious, some of them were like, I don't know. Like Warlord was one of them. Someone guessed either Shaman Oathkeeper or Occultist Oathkeeper. I think Paladin was one. I guessed that was probably Soldier Oathkeeper. Guys, I found all that blood that went missing. Anyone still need their blood? This level reminds me of a very similar level on Path of Exile. Cracked lodestone. What the? Oh, that's the Loghorrean roaring. I'm like, what just roared behind me into the left? Like with the headphones, I could tell it was coming from over there. I was like, what was that? Warlord sounds like Soldier Oathkeeper, Paladin sounds like Inquisitor. That sounds solid. I would believe that. I will allow those titles. Yes. Scrap. Metal Strongbow. Show me the bits. Loving the bits. Ooh, two named guys. And they're the hearty ones. Oh, Primal just wore off. We're in our no Primal window. Primal, come back! I need you, baby! Okay, I think Ishtok just procced. He spun around. Not big stress, but little stress. What was that mythical we just got? Mythical Soul Splitter! Spectral Arcane Necro Arcanist? Interesting. Melee Necro Arcanist, if I had that right. Nah! I didn't even see these guys because they were behind this section of wall. Until I got right in their face. Ah, get out of my face! Killing pets! Who wants my lunch money? We might not even hit 99 before the Loghorrean. One of the best DK weapons for ether focused. What the hell is with all this buffering? Is anyone else having any problems watching the stream? I would like to know if it's Mr. Skaith or if it's me. I definitely appreciate technical difficulty feedback. Oh, good call. I haven't done that yet. I don't think that's going to be a full level, though. All good for me. I have had only one stutter. Okay, cool. And I myself, I can say that the Grim Dawn game, I think 2 times tonight, it locked up for like 1 second, so that might have been just the game. I hate the areas where the tentacles are just like, they're invulnerable and they can slap you. But just like the vines in those levels in Malmouth, the woods, where they're just like invulnerable totems just beating on you. It's like, the vine can hit me, let me hit it back. We're getting close. If I go thoroughly through these rooms, maybe. These vanguards give a lot of XP compared to a lot of the other mobs. Who we got? Searing Ember. Nothing over there. Alright. Can't lower the quality since the stream is affixed at 720 from the source. So does that... Wait. So does that mean if I... No, I can't. I currently cannot. My computer can't handle it. But does that mean that if I streamed in like 1280p, that I could potentially lose some viewers because they can't watch it in less than 1280p? Is that what you're saying? Oh god, that hurt. I will read your hopeful answer to that soon. He's shooting a conal attack in that direction. I'm just trying to stay on the opposite side of that. Okay, we're good. Okay. Oh, No answer yet. Ah, the tentacle slap. Loghorrean uses Vine Whip. It's super effective. Alright, let's get the surrounding rooms, see if we can get that level up. Alright. Machiavellucian, Searing Ember, lots of stuff. Bloodsworn Codex of Decay. Alright. Alright, there's a few things over there. I was like, my backup plan was go turn in the Kaiman's Chosen stuff, but if I can just get it here, that'd be easier. Yep, I will drink the potion. I will try to remember to drink the potion. It is definitely on my list of things I planned to do. Hey! No matter what happens, guys, I got to 99. Where is this point going to serve me best? Let's see. What does this do? Physical bleeding, chance of no. No, can't use that. Mend flesh. Honestly, the bird stopping his thousands and thousands of damage of attacking to turn and heal me for like 2 would actually hurt my chances, I feel like, because it would... The heal would be so small compared to the chance of him killing the boss a few seconds sooner. Could do Hellfire? Chaos damage, fire damage, chaos damage. I mean, none of the other pets use fire damage or chaos damage, so they would all just gain some burn retaliation. Pet exploded. Oh, I've got gear that gives me +3 to Hellfire. That thing instantly went to skill 4. Sure, why not? We'll do that for now. Why did the bird die too? Bird, you weird. I leveled up the Hellhound and the bird exploded. Oh, because I put that point into mend flesh for a second. That's why. It's just Keith Floss. No, I don't think I need that. I mean, I've got the Briar... The thing is, the Briarthorn... Oh, God. I've got 1 point in it on the Briarthorn. I mean, I could put more in it, but the main thing is just, it's such a long cooldown. And I really don't like the Hellhound taunting. Remember, he's skill level 1, so he dies so fast. I don't know why I did that. If I die, it's game over. Ah! Remember me! Witness me! Don't feel neglected, chat, but I can't look right now. Stunned. Doombolt. Ow. Tentacle slap. Doombolt. Briarthorn and Hellhound just died? Both of them? Oh, there's a big death pool over here. That's why. Ugh. Briarthorn died again, resummon. He's got one move, and it's like a pool under the pet, and it just like deletes him. I'm not noticing it fast enough. Oh, I think he mind controlled the Primal Spirit for a second. He came running away. There. Yeah, he's hostile. Oh, that's what's happening. He's mind controlling the Briarthorn, then the other pets are just killing it. At least that's got to be at least some of what's happening. Oh my god. Health potion. First health potion I've used on this. So, how are y'all doing? Primal just went hostile and then despawned. Oh my god. It is such a mess up there. Another Doombolt. Another Mana Pot. The Raven is doing a lot of work on clearing all these ads with its Splash Lightning. Oh, what is that? Poison? He's like, his vomit hit me, and I got a poison thing that did no damage. That 85 poison resist. Oh, Briarthorn just got completely deleted. I think Primal Spirit killed Briarthorn. Come on! Die, you giant vagina lobster! Oh, yes! You've reached Nemesis with Chthonians! I didn't want that. Hey, Hobbit. Good time to join in. Thank you all. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Notice I paused the game even to sigh in relief. I don't trust this room. Ah, mythical bone shatter treads. Look at that in a second. Mythical Venomancer's raiment. 2 purples. Can't use portals in here. Have to step out, then use a portal. I'm in Singapore. Oh my goodness. The only thing I know about Singapore is what Captain Jack Sparrow taught me. Oh, I just hit 99, Trundle. I don't know if I'll get 100 tonight. But yeah, Trundle, this is the same character, dude. This is my first character in Hardcore, the one I made when you bullied me. The beast has been banished. Immortal Savior. Complete the game on ultimate difficulty in hardcore mode. Woo! We got 3 purples from that. Mythical Golem Born Greaves. Alright, here's the Bone Shattered Shreds. Devouring Storm, Fighting Spirit, Reaping Strike. Is that Shaman Soldier Necro? Weird. Mythical Mark of the Dreadblade. 10% chance on attack of FU, pretty much. Venomancer's Raiment. Oh, I'm using this on my softcore guy. It gives all your allies, which includes pets, 25% chance of doing plus 250% acid damage. And I never knew how to gauge that. Like, is that 250% of your melee attack as acid damage? Because if so, a quarter of the time you do twice as much, that's amazing. But if that's not what it means, I don't know. But I was using this on my softcore pet guy for quite some time. 4% physical resistance, that's really rare. Stow it for now. Oh gosh. Eh. There we go. Pitter patter. Put this stuff away. What? Oh. Told you hardcore is good. Use your final few minutes to show us your Titan's Quest build. Dude, it takes a few minutes to load that game up. You have so much amazing gear for Death Knights, so many soldier items. Percent increases first, then conversion. I'm just wondering, like... So, like, does it convert physical to acid, or is it just any source of acid you have is increased? Which would be terrible for my pets. But if it's your physical hit gets converted to acid, then 250%, that sounds amazing. Yo, when he Micah trolled the Primal Spirit and it started chasing me, I was like, ah! There was fear in my eyes. All the work that went into that turned against me. Oh, I need the cooldown reduction. I can't get another helm that doesn't have cooldown reduction. The Primal Spirit's too freaking good. What is this? Absolute zero to... it's for ice people. People who like to be cold. No, no, no. No, no, no. Here. Last tab, it looks like. The boring part is almost over. Alright. Watch your ears, friends. The volume leveling in this game is awful. That's fine. I've seen it like 5 times. Just to show something though, if you go to the options in this game, the audio, I've got dialogue. Everything is pretty close to even. I just have the master turned down and the music a little bit lower. But the cinematics are deafening. Alright. Alright, Udenbog. Okay, what quests do I have to turn in before I start Melmoth stuff? Kaiman's Chosen stuff, okay. So, Sorrow's Bastion. I'll let you know you create a level 1 character in Go Crucible to simply storing the items. Well, they'll stay in the stash, right? I mean, they're in the multi-character stash, so when I make a new hardcore... Oh, you mean just to have more bank space. Okay, I think I get what you were trying to tell me. Consider getting Grimdong Item Assistant, save for the backup, it's a legit way of storing more items. So far I'm not out of space, but I'll remember that if I start having space problems. Oh my gosh. That's Yo, that cinematic despawned all my pets. What the hell? Mythical Black Hand of Senracine. Wow. 2 to Brithorn, 2 to Hellhound, bunch of stuff. 30% chance when hit of summoning a Devour. I think I was using a lower level version of that for a while. Step outside. No, come on, step outside. Gonna start hardcore later. Oh, good luck. Don't neglect your defenses like I did for so long. Wait, why? Oh, because I don't have the bird out. That's why. The bird gives me a lot of resistances. Come on, bird. Cast your buffs. There we go. So I'm only capped on elemental when the bird's active. Interesting. Is this better than my weapon? Has pet stats. My weapon has none. +1 to all shaman. +2. No, it is not. Not at this time. Let's see. What's another quick quest? I don't want to start a Skeleton Key dungeon. I don't want to stay up that much later. Eye of Korvac. Okay, I think I know where that is. That is the dungeon... Oh gosh, it's by one of these. I'm gonna check Astrakarn Road first, that feels right. And I'm completely wrong. Astrakarn Valley? Processing. Nice! Okay, this is it. 50% of the time, Mukluk's right 100% of the time. Let's go! Onward into the breach, my friends! Okay. I remember coming in here for the secret quest at that you can only do at the end of normal, or vanilla, or whatever. And it's like, after you do all these things, come here and click this urn in this exact spot. Okay, done. Now go to the net. And I'm like, really? That was an update? Like, it doesn't go in your quest log or anything. Polish Emerald. I love you still. What you got, what you got, what you got? Ah. I'm really happy to get that achievement. I want to put that on my resume, like right underneath. I beat Dark Souls 3 without summoning any help. One time. It's gonna go right under that line. I also, one time, I beat Torchlight 2 hardest difficulty hardcore mode one time. Then I started Hardcore New Game Plus and I died immediately. And I lost the character. Any Torchlight fans in the house tonight? That's another fantastic action RPG. Oh, I was like, why am I not moving? And more stuff had spawned behind me. A couple of green. Whoa, they're summoning all kinds of reinforcements. Macavalitions. Blood Swan Scepter of Scorching. Oop, ran out of mana. Our mana potion for the hour. I actually used like 4 or 5 mana pots on the boss, on Loghorrean, because I did not want to run out of mana at some crucial moment. So every time I got to half, I was hitting the potion. Ow. I was too close to that. I got hit by the explosion. Prohibition. Ballistic plating. I haven't seen one of those in a little bit. Lots of... Dude, this is the place to farm Seals of Binding, apparently, if you need them. Got like 4 in this dungeon so far. I think my bird just did a 30,000 damage AoE lightning crit to all those mobs at the same time. It's pretty sick. Immediately for the Primal Spirit, hit one of them for 56,000. Slay Ghoul. Oh, that must have been my Kaiman's Chosen bounty I picked up. Okay. Scavenge plating. I remember in Elite mode when I did this place, I accidentally exited the dungeon without finding Korvac like 3 times, and I was like so angry at myself. I just kept walking through the whole place and clicking the exit and be like, dang it, I did it again! I still haven't gotten the update! Okay. Oh, I need one more of those things apparently. Cool! Another quest done! Yay, bounties. I almost never read the bounties unless it's like craft something. I just grab it and if it gets checked off, great! Probably after this dungeon I'm gonna wrap things up Wind Sound. But I stream every single night from 9 PM to midnight at minimum. Sometimes I'll start earlier, sometimes I go later, like tonight, but those are your guaranteed Muckluck hours. Alright. Some scrap, some green. 2 greens in 1 chest. That's not, that doesn't happen often. Wow, Elemental Storm's doing work over here. And I actually know it was Elemental Storm, because the pets only hit the front line. Alright, we're gonna wait for that to wear off. That's a few layers deep. If you don't care about being spoiled, there's an ultimate only legendary you can get in this dungeon, which you may miss if you don't get it now. I do not care about getting spoiled because I've beaten the whole game a couple times. At this point, there's simply secrets that I don't know about. So yeah, go ahead and tell me, Backstab. I know that there's like the secret area up there where Korvac is because I struggled with finding it on Elite mode and I eventually found it. So I'm about to go there. Is that what you're talking about? Or is there another one? Scavenge plate. Alright, I know that door leads outside. I accidentally clicked it. That's the one I accidentally clicked like 3 times last time. I was facepalming really hard. I'm just gonna clear out this stuff over here. Ah, ghost ambush. I'll take skeleton ambush any day, because they slowly climb out of the ground, you get time to beat on them. Ghosts are just like in your face and swinging at you before you register that they're there. See you later sometimes, or tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for the follow and the sub, Wince out. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, hope to see you tomorrow or next time if you can't make it. Okay, there's the torch. If you accidentally broke it while running, it buys it. The Stormheart Sword. Oh, no, no, no. The Stormheart sword is only... That vase is only there, I'm pretty sure, if you are up to that step of the secret quest line. Because I used a guide, and I did the secret quest line in softcore mode, and I finished the whole thing, and you get the Stormheart sword, like, halfway through it. I don't even know if the vase is there if you haven't been doing the steps of the quest, which I've done, like, the first one step. I turned in the diary. I hope it's not going forever. I thought the vase is not even there unless you're at that point. But you might be right, because I've only done it the one time. Stormheart is after diary. Okay. Then that's after I finish this place, I'll come back in and check again down there. And I was taking some major bleeding damage there. Sharanatu, Harbinger of the Void! We meet again, old Nemesis! That's really Nemesis. Nemesis would be kicking my teeth out the back of my head right now. But, oh, the Hellhound's tanking, why? Woo! Alright, scavenge plate. I have Korvac. Ah, click it. Come on, channel your Fortnite skills! Your non-existent Fortnite skills. I said channel your Fortnite skills, he says that skill's not ready. Oh, Muckluck, why are you out to make me look bad? Just warning you, since I missed it twice for breaking the vase and not taking the sword and quitting out, breaking the vase accidentally with AoE. Well, like I said, I did turn in the diary, so I'll run back there right now. Since I didn't see it drop, I probably missed... Like, I probably didn't click on it. Got the quest update, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Whoa! Looking at chat, and then I saw lightning in my peripheral. Raven! You're making my heart skip a beat. What was that? Oh, that's the Necro Shaman thing. Oh, this will give me two-piece. I've got the helmet for this set. The mask? I don't know if it's the mythical mask, but I have a mask for this set. I'll throw that in the stash, because like I said, if this character died... Well, no matter what, my next character I wanted to try was Shaman Necro. I've already got it level 10 with 5 devotion points. I did the boring 5 tribunals on repeat, and that's out of the way. I wanted to have it prepped so if I died in the middle of a stream, I could just bounce over to that one. Did I miss the room? I know it's around here. Hold on, I'm just gonna kill the stuff. Just walked past it, was in the northeast corner. Okay. Northeast corner of the most southwest room. Oh. Okay. Don't see it. Did I break it? Or I'm in the wrong room? Is this the right room? If so, it might be gone. Which, I did do the diary. I've already done that. If your instructions are clear, then there may be more steps to this after the diary. but before this. Oh, what's that? I think it's in the room shaped like an 8 on the map. Oh, you guys are gonna make me clean this place out. Oh, weather chest. Thank God we came back for this. More east. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Do you mean these rooms over here? I guess I'll make my way over there. I've thoroughly scouted these out. There we go. All right, we have a lightsaber. Thanks to the very dedicated efforts of chat. That is a big eyeball. Yo. I mean, good for a shaman, shaman. Good for a shaman that's not spec how I am. Good for a shaman that really likes these top 2 rows. All right, let's go back to Saro's Bastion and turn this in. What am I getting an alert from this late? Oh, my Clash of Clans village is being attacked. Have you recovered the relic? Yes, I have. Cool, cool. I'm pretty sure there's no quest for this, but I can't swear by it, so I'm gonna run over here real quick and learn the super secret truth. Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh, I can't use a portal in here? What the rubbish. Okay. Let's get rid of the rubbish. Keep that, definitely. Let's see. No, no. No. No, wait, I didn't read that close enough. No. You do not make the cut. The cut. No, no, no. No, no, no. That bag's done. And let's see. Need to keep the lightsaber for super secret quest time. I need pierce resist on my chest plate. Like, my chest piece has so many resistances. That's why I haven't been replacing it. Wait, did I just get... Do I have the whole corruptor set? Hot damn! I know I have a mask in the stash. I just don't know if it's the mythical mask. I'm gonna have to check. I might have the whole mythical corruptor set. Maybe. Okay. To the bank! Alright. You talking about, I guess there's several southwest rooms depending on how your map is oriented. I mean, it has the M up there. One of the only puzzles I got stuck on in Divinity Original Sin 1 was a puzzle where you found this book and it said to hit these buttons in an order, and it was like, you know, north, east, south, and west in that order. And I could not get it to work. And I finally gave up and Googled it. It's the only puzzle I Googled in that game, and I hated myself for it. And there was this massive carpet on the floor in that room, and it was like you really had to back away to see it, and the carpet was like a compass rose, and north for that room was down. So all the combinations I was doing, I had to flip them. And I was like, ah! And I hated myself for it. Okay, all bags empty. Yep. And merge. Okay. No, it's not mythical. I do have the whole set though. I've got the full Corruptor set. +3 to Primal Spirit, +3 to Bone Harvest. Bunch of pet damage. Has some Raised Skeletons, some Undead Legion, and some Bone Missiles. Interesting. Definitely hang on to this. Next character might want to use this stuff. Throw that in there. Same reason. I'm curious. Can you? Yeah, you can. I wasn't sure if you could do that. I mean, should I? Why not? All right. And I'm going to have to pause there. Okay, so looks like tomorrow is either 100 or death. Those are the options tomorrow. Or Muckluck's computer explodes. I guess there's a third option. As always, you guys, thank you for joining me. If you're not here, I'm just an insane guy talking to himself in his study, so appreciate you justifying my hobbies. I am on every night from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time if you're new here, so I can catch you tomorrow. And hit that follow button if you would like to be notified when I'm online, or you can subscribe if you have Amazon Prime for free if you choose to do so. And hold on, I always will end every stream by rating somebody else. If you're willing to, stick around for 60 seconds. We'll make some other streamer's night. Maybe you'll find another streamer you like. Maybe you won't, but we try. So I'm going to do that now. Y'all have a good night. And Miss Mischief, thank you for the follow. I love you. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.